All right. Hello, my Quokkalings. Welcome to the stream. All right, we got something a bit new today. You might hear that the mic is a bit different today. Also, welcome to your channel. I don't think I've seen you on the stream before, so welcome to the channel. Hopefully, you'll have a fun time with us tonight. All right, so the mic is going to be a bit different today. This is actually going to be my kitchen setup. This is where I'm going to be doing some kitchen streams further down the line here. And you're welcome. I'm glad to see new people around, so hopefully this will be fun for all of us. Speaking of card games, I don't think I've ever mentioned that, but I do like a pretty good variety of card games. I do like Yu-Gi-Oh! I do like Magic the Gathering. I collect Pokemon, and I play Weiss Schwarz as well. I used to play a lot of that, actually. A little bit harder to find here in the States until recently, so hopefully we can share that someday with you guys. But today we have something a bit special. We have a set box for Magic the Gathering, Wilds of Eldraine. And to be frank, I don't actually have a lot of knowledge of this new set, mostly because after the previous set, March of the Machines, and of course Lord of the Rings, I didn't really look into the newer sets. So, well, hold on, let me go ahead and show it here. I see. I want the anime versions. Oh my god, so do I, dude. I really want. That's the only thing really I've actually heard about these sets. There's I believe the Smothering Tide with like the Ojo Sama on the background. Let's see. I think there was one called was it Peer into the Mirror? It was some sort of like looking into a mirror card that seems pretty interesting. I don't remember the exact effect, but I kept hearing about it in the Magic community. Let's see. It got some broken card though. Eldraine. Ooh. Okay, well, let's take a look. We'll see what we can pull out and see what we can get here. Broken Fairy Commander, I think. Oh, okay. Interesting. All right, well, you know what? Since we're talking about it, and excuse me, this setup is still fairly new to me, so let me get used to this. We're going to go ahead and switch to the big cam here. All right, if, if you haven't noticed, I used to play quite a bit of Yu-Gi-Oh! So I'm using one of my old mats here. Still nice. But yeah, okay, so let's bring it out. First off, actually, always protect your sleeves just in case, we get something quite fancy. We can quickly sleeve it up. But yeah, today, got a Wilds of Eldraine set boosters box. I'm excited. It's really fun to crack these, and you know what? I always wondered how would we like to crack these with people on stream. So, yeah, let's see how we do. Let me go ahead and open this up too. So, quick here. Yeah, mostly because the one card of like having a commander makes it a bit more interesting to me, and it's something that you can always pull out from your deck as opposed to running multiple copies of something. The singleton format is really nice too. Let's see. I really want the Eldraine, but I already spent oh no, all for the mother. Dude, I understand. I know of some cards here that I do want to put into some commander decks that I have, and well, with any luck, we'll pull something interesting, Let's go ahead and pull this open here. Oh, let's go. Was it Sir? I believe his name is Sir Ginger. You know what? I would like a copy of him, actually. I don't actually know, or her. I don't know. I don't actually, yeah, like I actually don't know a lot about this set, so I'm hopefully gonna keep this entertaining enough as far as my Magic experience goes. But look at these packs; they're so pretty. So from the gist of what I got here, or what I understand, it seems that the set is very fairy tale based. I don't know if Eldraine is something that previously existed as a plane. Like, Like for example, I only started during the newest Kamigawa set. I do know there's another Kamigawa set like way long ago, but I don't know if Eldraine is another plane that existed previously, but still fairly new, so bear with me. But yeah, let's open up one of these and see what we get first. Oh wow, these are pretty neat. I'm already liking the art style this time around. Hopefully I can get these in the camera just right too. Okay, so we don't really need to worry about the art pieces though. Let's see here. Okay, we got an adventure card. So I hear this is kind of like the primary thing of this set, or at least for the sorceries. No, actually a good chunk of monsters I think also had have the adventure mechanic on it, which hopefully we can see in here in a minute. But let's see. How do we want to open these? So bear with me. I don't really know how to organize this yet, but okay. So we got us some sorceries here. Got freeze in place. Actually, it's kind of far, huh? The lighting is kind of weird here in the kitchen area. So let's try our best to maneuver them in a way that you can get you to see them. And then, well, it's just unfortunate that the first one is foil, so we can't exactly see it. But it is a freeze in place. Seems pretty neat. Tap a target creature opponent controls. Put 3 stun counters on it. That's crazy. Okay, I'm already sensing a theme here of like wacky stun shenanigans. But anyways, let's see. They bring back adventure from the Kendrick set. The Kendrick set. Okay, interesting. Yeah, adventure is pretty neat as far as I've seen so far. So let's see. Well, let's pull some out and we'll go ahead and talk about them after. But next we got a. Let's move over this. Get the zoom in. It looks like a fiery emancipation. That's pretty neat. Let's see. If a source you control deals damage to a permanent or player, it deals triple damage to that permanent or player instead. Ooh, I get to go good few uses for that. Especially red. Ooh, the shenanigans we'll have. You know what? I think I was going to make a goblin deck pretty soon, so maybe that might be pretty useful there. I do run. What's his name? Ishin too. The battle triggers Ishin, so that might be pretty neat to give it to as well. Let's see, the zooming here isn't doing so well, so we'll do our best to make sure we get everything in here. But yeah, we'll put some rares on top here. Okay, got a Season of Growth. Let's see, whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control, scry 1. Whenever you cast a spell that targets the creature you control, draw a card. That could be useful. Actually, I'm noticing these have a pretty neat logo on them too for what looks like the reprints. Because I know a good chunk of the anime cards, I believe, are reprints. So, ooh, the zoom is kind of acting funny today. Okay, we'll make do what we have, but it is a rather pretty card. I like the fairy tale aesthetic of it too. Okay, so you know what? Let's keep the. Let's organize that like this. We'll have a row for regular rares. We'll have a row for gold rares, and our commons at the bottom. And you know what? Maybe we don't have to go through the commons as much because I believe probably everyone already knows about them. So let's see. Unless it's something we hit something that someone wants to see. Okay, got an Elvish Archivist. Let's see, when it's an artifacts buffer, it seems. So whenever one or more artifacts enter the battlefield under your control, put 2 1/1 counters on Elvish Archivist, and the ability triggers only once per turn. That makes it pretty nice. Let's see, whenever one or more enchantments enter the battlefield under your control, draw a card. This ability triggers only once per turn. It's pretty neat. It's good all around. Actually, I was gonna make an elf ball too. So you know what? That will be useful here. Let's go ahead and put them on the forest golds. And you know what? I think I'm opening these backwards because the land is at the back. So lands we could put here for now. You know what? Put them with Sir Ginger. There we go. Okay, we also got a Twisted Sewer Witch. A Tattered Ratter. Actually, I'm noticing a lot of these cards are mentioning rats. Yeah, looks like there might be some rat synergy in this set after all. Well, let's talk about these rares too. Why not? Let's see. When Twisted Sewer's Witch enters the battlefield, create a 1/1 black rat creature with a rat creature token with this creature can't block. Then for each rat you control, make a Wicked Roll token attached to that rat. Okay, that's pretty cool. You know what? If a lot of these cards make tokens or rat tokens, so there's this card back in New Capenna called Ginny Fey. Make what it does is it makes your tokens into, if I remember correctly, it was 2/1 2/2 cats, 2/2 cats and 3/3 dogs. I have to check the exact stats of that again, but the tokens become stronger versions of what they are. So treasure tokens can become those creature tokens as well. And I believe the colors were green, red, white. So that could be pretty useful for some of these, like this tattered ratter. Oh well, actually no, this one doesn't create one. But whenever a rat you control becomes blocked, it gets 2/0 till the end of the turn. A lot of aggro, I'm noticing. Okay, Ryan Rice Cooker says that's a lot of rats. There's a lot of rats in this set. Oh, okay, gotcha. And welcome to the stream, Ryan. Hopefully this will be just as interesting for you as it is for me. Okay, so let's organize this a bit. We've got some rat support here. I hereby dub them the Rat Pack. Okay. And we got this one. Totentaz Swarm Piper. Whenever Totentaz Swarm Piper or another non-creature token, non-token creature you control dies, create a 1/1 rat creature, black rat creature token with this creature it can't block. So the rats can't block. That's kind of interesting. Okay, so good to know. And actually, it gives a target attacking rat we control gains Death Touch till the end of the turn if we just give it a little nudge of mana. Okay, interesting. So let's put that there. So these are our commons. I don't think we really need to go too deep into these for the time being. Otherwise, this might take a bit. But if you do see one in here that you'd like me to read out and talk about, do let me know. Ooh, the zoom is really funky. I'm going to have to take a look into that another time. Again, so I apologize if it's kind of weird. This is my first card stream, so the cameras are a bit finicky, I guess I'll say. It works better with the food stream I have coming up, but let's see. Ryan Rice Cooker, sup, dude? I like seeing people open up packs. Oh, I appreciate that. I like watching pack openings too. And it's just fun to see what people get, you know? Zuya Channel says, do you usually play offline? I do, actually. I like playing in my local card store. And usually with some friends around the area as well. And what we usually play, like I mentioned, it's usually some Commander. So, that being said, I'm always open to other formats. We did some Oathbreaker recently at the store. That was pretty fun. I do play online once in a while as well. I haven't been able to log on recently and play that much as for the recent sets at least. So my library there is probably a bit lacking as far as being able to build deck goes. But I could give it a try again and stream it sometime if people are interested. So we'll take a look. Oh yeah. Look at that. Pretty nice. Oh, hey, it zoomed this time. How nice. Okay. I only play EDH, to be honest. That's fair. You know, I think that's actually probably the most popular format for the time being in Magic, in my opinion, at least. It gives people the chance to play in a format that's, number one, multiplayer, and that kind of leads to interesting mechanics, you know? And it's more fun and forgiving to newer players as well, I think, unless you play with people who maybe aren't quite so nice. You do run into those sometimes, but you know, it's all part of the experience, I think. All right. Ryan Rice Cooker says, yeah, I mostly play Commander too, but I also dabble in other formats. Yeah, so far for me myself, it's just EDH and Oathbreaker so far, so that's pretty fun. Let's see here. Look, it's Ratatouille. We take that. Oh no, you saw the QR code on the back. Oh, this isn't a pack. But anyways, okay, we got a rat buddy. Rat token's cool. Okay, let's start the first one off with a archive dragon. Interesting. Got flying ward 2, and when archive dragon enters the battlefield, scry 2. Scrying's alwa's nice. We like that. Dragon be expensive though. We can find maybe some use in another deck that can use those dragons or make those dragons cheaper. Yeah, I've been playing EDH on my stream, to be honest. Ah, okay, cool. I'm gonna have to check out your stream later because I want to see more people play like different types of decks. The only ones I ever get to see are like the ones at the store, or like, for example, yeah, anything I see on stream actually. So always fun to see more cool ideas come into play. Okay, oh hey, you got a reprint here. Garrick's Uprising. When Garrick's Uprising enters the battlefield, if you control a creature with power 4 or greater, draw a card. And in creatures you control have trample. That's always neat. Whenever a creature with power 4 or greater enters the battlefield under your control, you can also draw a card. Pretty good for green. Let's see. Yeah, we'll just put them in our rare pile. You know what? Let's reverse this a bit because we're getting into the cool rare stuff in the beginning and then all the commons in the back. So we can address the commons real quickly first this way. How about that? Okay. Got Flick a Coin, Cut In, Toonbill Guide, and a Mountain. Pretty cool stuff. Not sure what many of these do yet. I'm going to have to read through the commons later. But again, if you guys see anything interesting that you want me to read out or see or like check, let me know. Imagine, it seems to be, for me personally, it seems to be the case where whenever a new set is printed, there's like maybe, I don't know, maybe one or two interesting common cards that kind of could be used as a staple. For me, in Kamigawa, it was like, I think it was Tamiyo's Blessing. And even Master's Rebuke. Those were pretty neat. And I think those were both common, if I remember correctly. Correct me if I'm wrong, though. I probably am, but they're pretty neat. Okay, let's put this mountain on the side. Okay, so for our more interesting cards here. Okay. We got a Knight of the Sweet's Revenge. That sounds fun. Let's see. When Knights of the Sweet's Revenge enters the battlefield, create a food token. Ooh, okay. I did make that food deck recently from Lord of the Rings, so that could be useful. Oh, even more useful. Foods you control have tap and add green. That could be extremely useful. I'm going to have to put this on the side, actually. You know what? Maybe I should have organized this a bit better for sorting cards. I'm going to put cards that we're going to put in commander decks on the far right. Because you know what? Those are the most interesting to me. And it's my stream and I can do what I want to. Okay, so let's put that here. Oh, actually, there's one more thing here. Let's see. 5 and 2 green. Sacrifice Knight of Sweet's Revenge. Creatures you control get XX until the end of the turn, where X is the number of foods you control. Ooh, nasty. Okay. And then activate it as the sorcery. So food into mana, yeah, actually, yeah, that's the perfect way to put it, Ryan. Food into mana is good. So you know what? We take those. We're gonna put that on the commander pile. That we could so we remember later. Okay, we got another one here. I really like the art for all these. These are really like fantastical and fun. Back for seconds. Bargain, Dormammu. So Bargain, I did read about. So it's a mechanic where you can sacrifice an artifact, enchantment, or token when you cast a spell, and then usually the following text will tell you what you can get out of the, say, bargain. So in this case, return up to 2 target creature cards from your graveyard to your hand. If the spell was bargained, you may put one of those cards with mana value 4 or less into the battlefield instead of putting it into your hand. Okay, interesting. So you can just straight up play something with 4 or less cost for 3 mana. That's pretty good. Okay, So good, pretty good for mill decks. Go take a look into that one later. All right, what we got here? Dream spoilers. Spoilers. Let's see. Flying. Whenever you cast a spell during an opponent's turn, up to one target creature an opponent controls gets -1/1 until the end of the turn. Oh, okay. Pretty generic fairy there. We could use for different things, though, I'm sure. You know what? I didn't really look into the commander decks for these this new set actually. I'm still trying to get the one for Commander Masters, the enchantments. And it looks pretty neat. And I do like my enchantments, so you know, something to look into later. Also, let me fix this real quick. It seems that the text has been resized. There we go. Alright. So let's see, we got a Fairy Dream Thief. Let's see, flying. When Fairy Dream Thief enters the battlefield, surveil 1. You get to look at the top card of your library and you may put it into your graveyard. Let's see, it's for 2 and a black, exile Fairy Dream Thief from your graveyard. You can draw a card and you lose 1 life. It's pretty good for just a 1 pip card too, actually. I like cheap and effective. Those are always nice. He does like his enchantments. The Commander Masters decks are good. You know me, man. So my enchantment decks, I have a shrine deck. It's from Kamigawa, the Goshin Tai deck. That's always fun to play. Get all 5 shrines out. Or not even 5. There's a whole bunch of shrines you could get out. And you go from there. It's just pretty neat, I'd say. Maybe I'll show you off the the commander deck sometime. But okay, we got next one here. Never Stalked by Nightmares. Actually, speaking of, I don't actually know the new plot for this, for their new reboot, so I have to actually read into that as well. Unless you guys know about it, you want to tell me a brief overview of what happens. All right, Menace. Whenever Stalked by Nightmares enters the battlefield, return target creature or enchantment card from your graveyard to your hand. Whenever an enchantment you control is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, put a 1/1 counter on Neva, then scry 1. I see enchantments. I like enchantments. Let's see. Maybe I can mill some enchantments into my graveyard with this, and or not with this, but using this, and bring back my shrines that way. That's pretty good to know. Ooh, it's legendary too, so we can use this as a commander at some point, maybe. Where did my whites go? Oh. I have cards go there. Alright. Okay, sweet. And our last card, Spellbook Vendor. If we would just focus for a little bit here. There we go. More or less. Okay, we got a Human Peasant. Let's go. Vigilance. At the beginning of combat on your turn, you may pay 1. And when you do, create a Sorcerer Roll token attached to the target creature you control. And luckily, it kind of tells us what the roll does, I think. So if you control another roll on it, put that one into the graveyard. Enchanted creature gets 1/1 and has, whenever this creature attacks, scry 1. Okay, so it's kind of like it's in its name itself. It's a roll, so it's something you can attach to creatures, I'm assuming, or unless there's some sort of roll that it attaches to something else. But then whatever creature it attaches to, it gets some benefits, which seems pretty neat. It looks like you can only have 1 roll on it, though. It says if you control another roll, put that one into the graveyard. So I'm wondering if there's other rolls in this set that like benefit from being removed. We'll have to take a look. But interesting card for sure. Alright, let's go into the next one, shall we? Yeah. The art cards are always pretty neat to have. I don't really... I collect them. I don't really have a use for them usually, unless maybe I want to have an extra copy and put it in another deck and maybe just slot in the card just to, you know, show that it's that card, as opposed to having an extra copy. But, you know, you gotta get lucky and get the card too, I suppose. Okay, let's see here. Let's readjust this a bit so we can get our comments out first. Alright, got some basic stuff here. A swamp, a red-toothed genealogist, a territorial witch stalker, a ginger brute. Actually, I kind of want to read that one because I see food. Let's see. Haste, one for one cost, Ginger Brute can't be blocked this turn except by creatures with haste. That's pretty funny. And then for 2, you can sacrifice the Ginger Brute and gain 3 life. Oh, food! That's pretty nice. And actually, we got another food card here. Candy Trail. So, when Candy Trail enters the battlefield, scry 2, and we can pay 2 to sacrifice it and gain 3 life. Yeah, food. And draw a card. That's pretty neat. Let's see. Trade binder full of the art cards. That would be pretty neat. That's not a bad idea. We could keep that as a side project, actually. I wonder if people would still trade for those, actually. I'm kind of interested to know. I don't think I've ever met anyone interested in those until maybe, like, once. I think one person was interested in one of the signed versions of the art cards, and we traded for something, like, pretty basic, so... okay, so we don't have a colorless set here. So you know what? This is still going to be our commander stuff, but we'll keep colorless stuff here. How about that? Okay, we got some green commons and a swamp. Let's see. Ginger Brute is the man. I pulled 3 of them at pre-release and played them all. Nice. I mean, for 1/1 and haste, that's pretty solid. You know, you just beat them down. If you have some extra rats here and there, maybe give them a little nudge to their life. Okay, so with that, let's switch this around here. Okay, so we got the Charging Hooligan. Whenever Charging Hooligan attacks, it gains 1/0 until the end of the turn for each attacking creature. Oh, okay. If a rat is attacking, uh-oh. Charging Hooligan gains trample till the end of the turn. Interesting. Okay, so playing more into that rat support again. We gotta... Maybe we can make some rats this time around. It'll be kind of neat. Okay, a Collector's Vault. Okay, for 2 mana, we can pay 2 and tap this. We could draw a card, discard a card, then create a treasure token. And that's always nice. We always want to make the... Not always, I guess, but it's nice to have the color fixing in a deck, you know? So if you run into some sort of issue where, say you play 5 color, for some like me, like, gosh, 5 color is really hard to play. For me, at least it is. You can always fix it up with the treasure, so... And you can actually discard something too, which sometimes has its uses, so... Oh, okay, we got an adventure card now. Let me get this up here. Frolicking Familiar. So for a red pip, we can blow off some steam for an instant. It just does 1 damage to any target, which actually is pretty good. Actually, you know what? I am noticing these are the colors for that one dude. I think he was from the Warhammer Commander. It was the one that pips for 3 instead of 1 when he tried to do 1 damage, and I think he is red blue. I'm gonna check that later, but that'll be pretty nice. Let's see here. And also it has, when you play it normal, so okay, so from what I understand, the adventure is actually, it says right here, perfect. So you can exile the card after you use the adventure, which is pretty neat, and you can cast it later from exile, or it's kind of like the out of play for this game. The Otter, yeah, 5 color is even with land can miss color. It's rough. I always seem to be missing some sort of color when I need it, and that's just probably me. I don't have all the cards I could possibly use for rainbow decks yet, so I have to kind of adjust for it. So that Collector's Vault earlier could be pretty useful. But yeah, so this Otter Wizard, actually really cute. It's flying whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell. Frolicking Familiar gets 1/1 till the end of the turn. Okay, pretty good. It could be an attacker. It's flying, and for me, importantly, it does that 1 damage to any target. So I could use that in that other deck I have. So I'm gonna put that in my commander pile. Also because it's just hella cute. All right, what do we have next? We have a Hearth Elemental. All right, so this one's another adventure card. You could stoke Genius by paying 1 in red. You could discard your hand and draw 2 cards. Interesting. And then for the full cost of 6, it's 5 and 1 red. Oh, actually, maybe not. The spell costs X less to cast. When where X is the number of cards in your graveyard that are instant cards, sorcery cards, and or have an adventure. Yeah, okay, so we could have a bunch of adventure cards and stack up to make this a lot cheaper than you normally would. That could be pretty neat in a pre-release draft, actually, if you could get just the right amount of adventures in the graveyard. Pretty neat. Okay, so let's put you here. Oh, okay, so this next one's familiar. Sithis, Harvest's Hand. I actually need this for my enchantment, so pretty good enchantment card. Not part of the set, but I guess that would make it a list card, if I'm not mistaken. You guys let me know if I'm incorrect there, but all right. Whenever you cast an enchantment spell, you gain 1 life and draw a card, and that's just fantastic, right? For 1 green, 1 white, you gain the life and you keep drawing. Oh, it's good. Oh, it's a reprint. Okay, sweet. Hell yeah, we take those. Put that in our commander pile. Okay, what we got here? Oh, okay. Is this anime? It looks anime. Or you know what? I could be completely wrong. I can't tell from from this far away in the image, but it looks pretty neat. Okay, we got an aggravated assault. Pretty neat. And this is a reprint for sure. I'm pretty sure, at least. So let's see. Tap. You pay 3 and 2 reds. Untap all creatures you control. If it's a main phase, there's an additional combat phase followed by an additional main phase. Wow, okay, that's pretty interesting. That will go. So my Ishin deck kind of likes repeating fights. So you know what? We're gonna put that in our commander pile too. I'm liking this. We're getting a. I think this is the 3rd pack we've opened, and I'm getting a pretty good chunk of commander stuff that I could use already, and I like that. That's what we're aiming for anyway. So, yes, it's a list card. Hell yeah, sweet. Okay. Luckily, we've already drawn this one before, Garrick's Uprising, so we can actually, he's right there again, so we'll just go ahead and put him down. Oh, okay, and we've got our first, actually, what would the rarity be in this? I think, is it legendary or mythic? Anyways, it's the orange colored one. And, Virtue of Loyalty, pretty nice. Let's see, we got an instant adventure here. And then it's an enchantment card in general, actually, which is pretty neat. So create a 2/2 white knight creature token with vigilance. Always neat. And let's see, for its normal cost, at the beginning of your end step, put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control and untap those creatures. Wow, that's pretty nice. Okay. So I'm seeing token synergy here, and I'm seeing just battle attack triggers synergy here. So it's not a legendary, so I'm not going to put it in Yoshimaru. I have a Yoshimaru deck, and then, legendaries are pretty nice. But this one, I think, can also go into Ishin. That's pretty nice. You know what? Actually, this seems kind of like a nice card. I'm going to preemptively sleeve this one, just in case. If I run into a card that I pull, you guys, and it's something I should immediately sleeve, please let me know. I will go ahead and do so no one cries when we accidentally drop the card and it gets bent somewhere. Okay, let's see. I love the magic cards on the Yu-Gi-Oh playset. My kind of energy. Yeah. I don't, now that I think about it, I don't actually own a magic playmat. I don't think, at least. As far as my brain will let me think about it right now. And sorry, I seem to be moving the camera. Let me just make sure that's set. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I still like Yu-Gi-Oh! Even with all the Link summons that I don't really understand. I got out of Yu-Gi-Oh! When Synchro summons and Xyz were a thing, so actually I was following the newer sets recently, and I did see that there was support for some of my older favorite archetypes, like for example, Gate Guardian. They have a bunch of new support now. That seems pretty neat. I might build that just for fun. What else? There's also, I believe there was a few more I think the Magician Girl set that was a bit farther back, but I remember seeing the Magician Girls getting some sort of support as well. Yeah, there's a few others, but yeah, let's take a look. All right, we got a cool art card. I don't know who this guy is, but he looks like he has a bow and he looks pretty neat. So let's hope we pull him. All right, so let's start with the commons. All right, we got a mountain, a mocking sprite, a stingblade assassin. Oh, it looks pretty cool actually. And into the fake court. Interesting. Let's see. Red Eyes, Gaia, Buster Blade. Yeah, all of them. And Black Luster got their own deck and upgrade. Yeah. I remember hearing about those two, and that's just super cool to me. Like seeing all those not new, but older cards come out with newer ways to play them. Honestly, kind of considering going back just because of that. As long as I really do not understand links. If someone wants to explain that to me one day, please just let me know. I will try my best to learn, but links kind of hurt my brain. But yeah, let's see here. Got an elemental, pretty neat. All right, more spoilers. Okay, wait, did we read this one? I think we might have. Dream spoilers. Yeah, we did. Actually, yeah, it's the same card as before, so we could go ahead and put that on the pile. Okay, we got a Callous Sellsword. Got another adventure here. Let's see. Target creature for 1 red you control deals damage equal to its power to any other target. Then sacrifice it. Ah, you just chuck them at them, huh? That's pretty neat. And then let's see. Callous Sellsword enters the battlefield with 1/1 counter on it for each creature that died under your control this turn. Oh, that could be really nice for a lot of different things, actually, especially rats, now that I think about it. Good to know. Let's put this here. Very on theme with the black color. Just sacrifice everything and benefit. All right. Oh, interesting. They're really leaning into the fairy tales, huh? So got a glass casket here. There we go. Get a little focus. When glass casket enters the battlefield, exile target creature opponent controls with mana value 3 or less until glass casket leaves the battlefield. Wow, reading these are actually pretty good for for speech practice. Actually, I'm gonna get used to this. It's good. Okay, interesting. So it just kind of bans something out of the field until it's gone. So that's pretty nice. Let's see here. UK Synchro, what? Yeah, well, you got to keep up with the times, Yugi. Well, then again, he probably still beats everybody, even with those upgraded decks. So, just a flying returner. That's pretty cool. Let's see. Let's put him back at the rares. Yuki got Exceed support too. Oh, did he now? Oh, you know what? I do remember that. There was this one, actually, it was one I was trying to look for. There was this one Dark Magician Girl card. I don't know if it's even tournament legal, but I think it was an Exceed. A level 7 one, I think. And that one seemed pretty cool. I hope I can find it one day and become an owner of it. Heard it's pretty rare, though, too. So Yuki's playing Exceeds. What's next? Yuki's going to play Synchro Summons now? Oh, boy. Synchro Summons was the coolest thing to me, though. Just combining 2 to make 1. And the combos for that weren't overly complicated until maybe Spellbooks, or like, actually, did Spellbooks even Synchro Summon? I don't even remember anymore. I just remembered they were a nightmare for me to deal with. All right, but let's go to the next card. All right. Lord Skitter's Butcher. More rat support. We like that. Let's see. When Lord Skitter's Butcher enters the battlefield, choose 1. Create a 1/1 black rat creature token with this creature can't block. It's on point again. You may sacrifice another creature. If you do, scry 2, then draw a card. Be pretty useful. And then creatures you control gain menace till the end of the turn. Wow, really menacing rats then. Ooh, pretty neat. Is there a rat commander in this set that we have to look out for? That would be pretty neat. Okay, and on to our rarer stuff. Okay, we got a Leyline of Anticipation. Oh, the ley lines. So the leyline line is a set of cards where if it happens to be in your opening hand when you start with it, you could just plop it onto the battlefield. And usually has pretty neat effects too. So for in this case, if you happen to play it, you may cast spells as if they had flash. Pretty useful thing. Now, I feel like sometimes you get people who just keep shuffling and take advantage of people being like, "Oh yeah, you just reshuffle, it's fine for commander games," and we're like, "Oh, I got a ley line," and you just kind of sigh at them. Yeah, I I don't have a bad experience with them, but like sometimes there's those kind of people and just kind of like, "Oh, okay, well, do our best here." Um, okay, well, let's go ahead and put that here. Pretty card. Hopefully we get to use it one day. You know what? That would be pretty neat to put all 5 ley lines in the deck. I think there was 5. I have to check again. I might be wrong. I think there are rat legendaries. Okay, well, hopefully we pull one and we'll take a look. And this one isn't a rat. Okay, it's a mouse. Raging Battle Mouse. Let's see here. The second spell you cast each turn casts 1 less to cast. Wait, hold on. I have to read that. The second spell you cast each turn costs 1 less to cast. Oh, okay, so that's pretty neat. You're probably going to be... Honestly, looking at the rats so far, it seems like you just kind of swarm the field, and I guess this would help you take benefits to the swarm. Celebration. Okay, I don't know about that one. Let's see about this. So at the beginning of combat on your turn, if 2 or more non-land permanents entered the battlefield under your control this turn, target creature you control gets 1/1 until the end of turn. Oh, okay. So, yeah, it looks like they're trying to play off the swarming the field, from what I can tell so far, which would make sense, you know? Alright, let's get another one here on the pile. You guys having fun so far? I hope this is fun so far. I like looking at these cards and finding... Oh, okay, okay. We got the same archer, except he is signed this time. You know what? I'm okay with this because the art on this card is actually real nice. I wish the camera would zoom, though. Focus. Might have to look into another camera to help focus a bit better. There we go. Looks pretty nice. Alright, we'll keep that on the side. Okay, so for our token, it looks like this is a bit of more general description of some of the roles you can give your creatures, which are pretty neat. So for the royal role, enchanted creature gets 1/1 and ward 1, pretty useful. And on the flip side, got a young hero. Enchanted creature has, whenever this creature attacks, its toughness, if its toughness is 3 or less, you can put a 1/1 counter on it. That's pretty neat. Okay. Could use those. Pretty useful to have. Or, I mean, the roll cards so we can actually remember what they do. Alright, let's see here. Let's get our commons out here. Alright, so we got a mountain, a red cap thief, Rowan's Grim Search, Bespoke Battle Garb. A lot of celebration I'm noting in these cards, which is pretty neat. I'll look at them later by myself, but you know, these are pretty neat mechanics. Let's see. And a Skewer Slinger. Nice. Hey, don't throw your food though. Always make sure you take care of your food. Food is nice. Actually, you know what? I want to highlight that mountain real quick though. The full art mountain looks pretty cool. Hopefully we can get more of these full arts. It's pretty nice. And you know what? That red cap thief. Another goblin I could add to the pile. So you know what? Yeah, you know what? I'll keep it on the side like this. Not a high priority because my goblins and my elves aren't that useful yet, but or not full, but we'll see. Okay, let's put these here. Okay. In fact, give me a second. I'm gonna get a sip of water so I can make sure that I can keep talking the rest of this stream. 1 second. Okay. So with that, let's see here. Okay, we got a few more rares here. Tough cookie. All right. More food tokens. I like that. Let's see. When Tough Cookie enters the battlefield, hey, yeah, create a food token. That's always good. For 1 green too, not bad. So for 2 green, let's see, or 2 and a green, target non-creature artifact you control becomes a 4/4 artifact creature until the end of the turn. I'm gonna imagine that's a giant cookie. That's amazing. And let's see here, with 2 and tapping it, you can sacrifice it and gain 3 life. Typical food. We like that. So I'm gonna put that on the pile as well. Our pile's getting kind of big actually, so you know what? The red cap thief can wait there. And actually, we'll do some readjusting here. There we go. Okay, let's see. Next, we got Greta, Sweet Tooth Scourge. Oh, I really like the colors on these cards. It's really cool. Oh, okay. So when Greta, Sweet Tooth Scourge enters the battlefield, we create a food token. Hey, we got some synergy again because it's black-green. We like that for Frodo. Alright, with green, you can sacrifice a food, put a 1/1 counter on a target creature, and you can only activate that as a sorcery. No instants. That's fine. Still pretty cool. And 1 black, sacrifice a food. You can draw a card and lose a life. Okay, not bad. Drawing is good too. So into the pile she goes. I'm liking the food theme so far. I'm not gonna lie. I want to keep that food theme going, so you know. Alright. Gingerbread Hunter. Giant with a puny snack adventure. Let's see. Target creature gets -2/2 until the end of the turn. That's always useful. Let's see. And when you cast it, when Gingerbread Hunter enters the battlefield, create a food token. More food tokens, you say? With a -2/2 adventure somewhere in there? We like that. I wonder if they saw the food commander in Lord of the Rings and thought like, maybe we should give him a bit more support after that as well. Because I'm liking the food support, and now that I think about it, I don't think food that has that much support in general. So this is pretty neat for me. Let's see. Okay, we have Compulsion. The art's pretty nice too. It's a lot of 1 blue though. Let's see. For 1 blue, discard a card, draw a card. Pretty neat. Or for 1 blue, sacrifice Compulsion, draw a card. Oh, interesting. So you just draw. You just keep drawing. Or if you need to really get rid of it, you can sack it and draw 2. Okay. So you want to put you in a rare pile. Don't need you quite yet. Alright. We got a ground seal. There we go. Let's see. When ground seal enters the battlefield, draw a card. Neat. Cards in graveyards can't be the targets of spells or abilities. That's also deep. If we run into some sort of milling deck that takes our cards from the graveyard, that'll be pretty good to get rid of it. And it's green, so we like that. We take that. Let's see. Ethan. I was late, but I'm here. Ethan, welcome. Welcome to the stream. It's been interesting so far, doing this opening. But I'm hoping people here are liking it, and I hope you will too. So feel free to cozy up and get a drink and watch with us. All right. Oh, okay. For our last card for the pack. Ooh, she's really pretty. I'll say that. Okay. We've got Hilda of the Icy Crown. That's a legendary creature, human warlock, and it is a mythic. So whenever you tap an untapped creature an opponent controls, you may pay 1. And when you do, you can choose one. You can create a 4/4 white and blue elemental creature token. You can put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control, which is, oh, very nice. And you can scry to then draw a card. That's pretty neat, I'll say. So that does go well with that stun card, I think, earlier. Actually, I remember, did I read a card that says you can tap another creature of theirs? Pretty useful. Okay, so this is really cool. I'm going to sleeve this one up. And you know what? That might be a commander in the future too, so let's keep her safe on the side. Ace, welcome to the stream. I'm nervous as heck doing this, but it's been fun so far, so excuse the nervousness here. Bro, that's Elsa? It is Elsa. You know what? You're right. Okay, let's get this next pack open. In the meantime, how are all your nights going? Doing well? Hopefully relaxing. Oh, okay. You know, we got the anime art card, which, you know what? That's still pretty solid. We take those. Right? And if it would only focus, we could see it a bit better, but you know. While that tries to focus, let's see here. Ethan, I see a ley line of anticipation in the corner. Yeah, we pulled that ley line. So that's pretty cool. I'm now wondering if I should try to collect all of them and put them into some sort of deck just for fun. You know what? Since I'm going Tom Bombadil, I might as well put the ley lines in just for fun, maybe. That'd be kind of neat. Okay, so we take those. It's not the anime card, but the anime art card. We take those. Still good. Okay, got an interesting token here. I don't think I've seen this one yet. Nightmare. All right. So let's see. Token creature Nightmare. At the beginning of a combat on your turn, if a card was put into exile this turn, which is like out of play, you put a 1/1 counter on this creature. Okay, neat. I don't think I've seen any cards that actually use this yet, but good to have at least. You're doing great, fam. Oh, thank you, Ace. I don't know too much about Magic the Gathering, but I appreciate all the art and love for this game. I do too. The art is really pretty, especially this set actually. I'm kind of honestly very happy about the art that they have for this set for the time being. I mean, don't get me wrong, the Lord of the Rings and all the other ones are pretty nice too, but I kind of like the fairy tale aesthetic of this one. And then Ethan here with the Tom Bombadil. True. Let's see. Okay, so let's get these sorted out here. Let's get the comments out first. If I do run into a rare that we've already read, by the way, just let me know. We'll go ahead and skip it again. I think I should have a good idea of what we have checked through, though. So, okay. So, let's see. We got a Bestial Bloodline, a Hopeful Vigil, a Hopeless Nightmare, and a Full Art Plains. Nice. Got the Rose Bush fairy tale aesthetic going there. Oops. Oop the mic. Okay, so let's put some comments down. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, so for our rares. Okay, first off we got Pests of Honor. That's actually really cute. Look at the mouse. Let's see. Creature Mouse, Celebration. At the beginning of a combat every turn, if two or more... Oh, I see. So, okay, so it's the same mechanic as before. If two or more non-land permanents enter the battlefield under our control, you can put a 1/1 counter on the Pests of Honor, and it doesn't go away. That's pretty neat. Look at them, though. They're pretty cute. Yeah, the rat mouse theme I'm seeing... I'm definitely sensing some sort of theme here. And oops, I booped the camera again. Sorry about that, y'all. Okay, let's see. We got a Provisions Merchant. I sense food. When Provisions Merchant enters the battlefield, create a food token. Yes, that's going into the deck. I don't care. It's food. Whenever Provision Merchant attacks, you may sacrifice a food. Ooh. And when you do, attacking creatures get 1/1 and gain trample to the end of the turn. Ah, okay. You are definitely on the side pile now. I'm kind of I'm looking at it again though. I'm really happy with Hilda. I think I have an idea of what I can do with that. So let's reset this commander pile real quick. Okay. Oh, we got a blue-red. We got Johann Apprentice Sorcerer. Alright, you can look at the top card of your library anytime, and once per turn, you can cast an instant or sorcery spell from the top of your library. Pretty good. Some foresight. You can see what's coming up. You can play it immediately if you have the resources for it. Pretty neat. I can see that going into a few of my decks as well, actually. So I don't think I'll put it in the commander pile for now, but that's something we should keep, or I should keep an eye on, I'd say. Okay. Splashy Spellcaster. Got an elemental wizard here. And I shot it too far up. There we go. Alright. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, create a sorcerer roll on a token attached to one other target creature you control. And for the sorcery roll, the enchanted creature gets 1/1, and whenever it attacks, it scries 1. So more scrying. Being able to see what's coming up is always nice. Especially for those spellcasters among us. Okay. Another saga. We take those. I see more Tom Bombadil stuff here. Let's see. Create a cursed roll token attached to one target creature. And I'll put the creature at 1/1. So that's pretty neat. Then in the second part of the saga, it lets you scry 2. And when you cast your next instant or sorcery spell with mana value 3 or less this turn, copy that spell. And you can choose new targets for that copy. So some double removal maybe. That'd be pretty neat. Put that there. You know what? No, that's a saga card. We could put that for Tom. Put it on the commander pile. Alright, let's see what we get here. Ooh, our foil card. Pollen Shield Hair. Really cute, actually. Let's see. Hair raising. Nice. Okay, so for the sorcery, it's called hair raising. You can target a creature you control. It gains vigilance and gets XX until the end of the turn, where X is the number of creatures you control. Oh, so a lot of swarming, I see. Actually, yeah, it is swarming. So creature tokens you control get 1/1 when you have this on the field. So I think I could use this for Ginny Faye, actually. Thinking about it. You know what? I'm going to put that on the pile, too. Okay, and our next one is a very nice looking Rest in Peace. So when Rest in Peace enters the battlefield, you exile all graveyards. And if a card or token would be put into a graveyard from anywhere, exile it instead. I can see a few nasty uses for this. I'm trying to focus it so you can see it. There you go. The art is so nice for these, I swear. Can't wait to get more. We haven't found an anime card yet, though, so we're going to do our best to keep looking at it here. Looking for it, excuse me. Alright, and then we got a Fawnsbane Troll. Alright, when a Fawnsbane Troll enters the battlefield, create a monster roll token attached to it. It gets 1/1 and trample. And if you pay 1, sacrifice an aura, which, you know what, this whole set is rolls, and I think they're all auras now that I think about it. Attached to the troll fights the target creature you don't control, and if that creature would die this turn, exile it instead, and then you get activated as a sorcery. So that's pretty neat. Some roll support, actually. So we'll put that there for now. Finally, our first gold rare black card. Alright, honestly, the art is super nice. It is, like, I'm genuinely surprised of how well they did this time around. And you know what? Let me just take a bunch of these out at once. I'm just going to assume I haven't opened anything mind-shattering yet because either I don't know what the cards do or I haven't opened something so exciting yet. I'm going to say, though, you know what? I'm going to put her out because that's pretty cool. Hilda is going to be pretty neat later. We'll just put Hilda there. And we'll put that there. Okay. Let's keep it going. Oh. Wow, it's really playing with me at this point. So we got another anime card, but it's actually, is it like this? There we go. But unfortunately, it's just the art card. Maybe my friends will let me proxy it with the art card. Well, who knows? It looks real nice. I wish I could get it to zoom consistently and properly, but there we go. That's a bit better. Looks nice. Okay, got a solid treasure card. We take those. We can lend them to our friends if they need. Okay. So for our commons, looks we got Return from the Wilds, which is Mark, Storm-Killed Prowler. Let's see, a Scarecrow Guide. Oh, this one's pretty neat actually. You can pay 1 to color fix, so add 1 mana of any color. Then you can activate it once per turn. It's pretty nice. And a Beanstalk Worm. Actually, this one's pretty cute. Look at them. Alright. And a forest card. So let's put those in the right places so we can get to our rares. Honestly, I can't wait later till I can go ahead and read all the comments too. I'm sure there's something pretty neat in there somewhere that I can use. The comments tend to be like, how do I put it? It's like sometimes the comments are just, they have a lot more uses than you might think for a lower cost that you might not think of, which is always neat. Okay. Got an ego drain. Oh, no. What did this guy do? Target opponent reveals their hand. You can choose a non-land card from it, and that player discards it. If you don't control a fairy, you have to exile a card from your own hand. Okay, interesting. We'll put that on the side here. Let's see, Ethan saying here, there are some pretty good uncommons in the set as well. Oh, okay, good to know. Let me know if I pull one out, because frankly, I don't know very much about this set, other than like maybe some pre-release stuff that I did. So, okay. Oh, actually, I think this might be one of them. We got Stroke of Midnight. Very thematic, I see. Very Cinderella-y. Let's see. Destroy non-land. Target non-land permanent. Ooh, not bad. Its controller creates a 1/1 white human creature token. Oh, okay. So it's like Swords to Plowshares? Was that the right one? Or like Elephant's Gift, but cheaper? I don't remember my cards exactly. I apologize, guys, but it's a generous gift. That's what it was. Thank you, Ethan. But it doesn't give it an elephant. Yeah, they just get a white stinky human instead. 1/1. Not bad. The removal's pretty good on that. I think that, yeah, legit, that's actually a really solid card for the cost. Okay, next we got Ash Party Crasher. Actually, wait, is this the same story card? Party Crasher. Interesting. Oh, Celebration. Whenever Ash Party Crasher attacks, if 2 or more non-land permanents enter the battlefield again, same thing as before, get a 1/1 counter on to Ash. Okay. Very nice. I'm not sure. Personally, I'm not sure if I'm going to use the Celebration mechanic too often, but if it happens to fit in a deck that works, like for that one in particular, maybe like Ishin, just to have it there just in case as a extra added bonus. Pretty neat. Okay. Belligerent of the Ball. Another Celebration, speak of the devil. So at the beginning of combat neutral. So I'm noticing some of these are different, like when they trigger, but the general gist of it is the same. So if 2 or more non-land permanents enter the battlefield under your control this turn, target creature you control gets 1 attack and gains menace until the end of the turn. So this one gives menace. That's pretty neat. We'll put that there. Okay. Now our really neat looking art card this time looks to be Oppression. So whenever a player casts a spell, that player discards a card. Ooh, that could be a bit nasty as well. Some graveyard shenanigans can come out of that for sure. And it looks like it's rat themed here. The human world will fall. Let's read the monstrous rat. You have but one choice to make. Will you fall with it? Wow. Dark Vermin. Let's put you on the top here. Now I'm really curious about what the story is this time around in Eldraine, so hopefully we can take a look at it later. Alright, a last one for this pack. A Werefox Bodyguard. Oh, that's pretty neat. And he's an elf. That's kind of funny. Might be able to splash him in elves. Okay, we got a flash card. Whenever the bodyguard enters the battlefield, exile up to one other target non-fox creature until Werefox Bodyguard leaves the battlefield. Pretty neat. And he can sacrifice the Werefox Bodyguard to gain 2 life. Pretty solid defensive card, actually. I'm going to put that there. Ah, yes, a fox. The foxes are nice, not gonna lie. Is it just me, or is there like always seems to be some sort of fox each set, like just one? I wonder if there's ever gonna be a fox tribal. Okay, nice art card here as well. Oh wait, I'm holding it wrong again. There you go. Some fairy shenanigans occurring, I'm sure. Okay, we got an adventure token again. Like those. Alright. So let's adjust this so I can get the nicer rares at the bottom. Okay. So, looks like this time around. Oh, I missed one, I guess. Alright, so we got a Utopia Sprawl. That's really pretty, actually. So you get Enchanted Forest, and when it enters the battlefield, you choose a color. And whenever the Enchanted Forest is tapped for mana, you also get an additional 1 mana of the chosen color. That's pretty nice. For 1 green, 2, we take those. Let's put that here. There we go. And then some more comments here. Spider Food, Besotted Knight. Oh, that card's pretty pretty, actually. Ferocious Werefox and Curse of the Werefox. We're getting into that fox theme now, it seems. Let's see. That's Ethan saying here, there was a fox tribal for Old Kamigawa. Was it really? I never knew about that. What did it do? Is it like a fox boss where it just buffs all the foxes a certain amount, or was there some sort of cool synergy there? Okay, while we're waiting for that answer, got an Intrepid Truffle Snout. I like truffles, I'm not gonna lie. Let's see here. So go hog wild. The target creature gets 2/2 until the end of the turn, and whenever the Truffle Snout attacks alone, create a food token. Ah, food! We like food. Let's put that in the food pile, or the commander pile. Okay, Up the Beanstalk. When Up the Beanstalk enters the battlefield, and whenever you cast a spell of mana value 5 or greater, draw a card. Some more draw power. Pretty neat for like the bigger stuff. And also, when it just comes into play, you just draw a card. That's pretty nice too. Okay. Interesting looking card next. We got Troyan, Gutsy Explorer. Let's see. So by tapping it, oh, he's a mana rock, so you can get some Simic power in there. We got a blue and a green. Spend this mana only to cast spells with mana value 5 or greater, or spells with X in their mana costs. Ah, okay, very interesting. He could be a pretty fun commander, actually. You can also play blue and tap him, draw a card, and discard a card. So he could cycle around too. You know what? I'm going to put that next to Hilda because that gives me some ideas. In fact, actually, I do have a Leviathan Sea Creature deck with the new Kiora, and this actually might go pretty well there. So let's put that on the commander pile. Alright, what we got next? We got an Elemental Elk. Damn. That's solid. That looks cool. Look at the lightning. Alright, Scan the Clouds. Instant Adventure. Draw 2 cards, then discard 2 cards. That's some more cycling. Pretty nice. And when you play it, it has Trample. Whenever you cast a spell with mana value 5 or greater, put a 1/1 counter on Tempest Heart. It gets stronger. Cool. Okay. Not sure if I'm going to use that one yet, but it's still pretty neat. Okay. Next card we got is a Twinning Twins. Very wizard. Another gold rare. We got a Swift Spiral Adventure. Let's see. Exile target non-token creature. And it comes back at the beginning of the next end step. Pretty neat. And these traits actually are pretty neat too. So the Twinning Twins have Flying Vigilance and Ward 1. So Ward 1 will protect the card from anything malicious from your enemies, which is pretty neat. By having them pay 1 to be able to continue their effect. And Vigilance lets you attack without tapping a card. So if you're unaware, when you attack using these cards, normally you have to tap them to indicate that they're done attacking and they can't block the next turn by another for your enemy's turn. So with Vigilance, rather than tapping, they still attack, but they actually still stay standing, which is pretty neat. So you have the blocker for the next turn just in case they do decide to attack you. So that's pretty nice. Okay, let's see here. Also, I see Ethan coming back with his Fox Tribal here. So I heard you got, oh, maybe not. I heard you got up the Beanstalk, and that is good for big creatures. It is. It seems like it, at least. Let me take a look at that card again. Was that a common? It was in the green pile, I'm pretty sure, too. There we go. Up the Beanstalk. All right. Let's see. For big creatures. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. Whenever you cast a spell of mana value 5 or greater, draw a card. You know, actually, that does bring up a question for me, though. Because for mana value 5 or greater, if you have discounted monsters, say like with what was that one card, the Emerald Medallion, like it decreases the cost of, or does that decrease the green pips? Either way, when your mana value is decreased because maybe of some sort of effect, do you still get to draw the card if it's under the 5? Or I guess because the original card would be like 5, but say you casted it for 4, would that let you draw still? I was wondering that myself. I don't really know the intricacies of these smaller things yet, so let's see. Up My Beanstalk is so good. I don't know about my Beanstalk. The Beanstalk, the Beanstalk is correct though. Let's see. Oh, I mentioned before in the previous comment about the Fox Samurai. That's what it is. And Beanstalk doesn't care how you discount it. It counts what the CMC is. Okay, so what it sounds like is if you happen to have the discount, but you still got to play it with, because of the original cost on the card, it sounds like you still got to draw, which is, we like that. All right, and then, oh yeah, we saw our last card from this set. Let's see. Oh, okay, let's go. Our first anime card. Let's see, Defense of the Heart. Hey, I think we got the art card for that too, didn't we? Okay, and we got an enchantment here. At the beginning of your upkeep, if an opponent controls 3 or more creatures, you can sacrifice this. Search your library for up to 2 creature cards and just put them onto the battlefield and shuffle. Wow, okay, that could be pretty good. My Leviathans could use that. I don't gotta play my big creatures until much later, so if I get this, I just bring out my Leviathans and Sea Serpents faster, so that's pretty nice. I'm gonna put that in the commander pile. Oh, and it sounds like you guys are excited about it too. I'm excited. I like the anime, so. But that being said, it sounds like it's also a very nice card. So let's go. All right, let me sleeve this because anime. Also, it just happens to be a legendary or mythic. I don't remember what the top rarity is for Magic is, so we'll go ahead and keep that safe in a sleeve. But the yellow, I think is. I'm just gonna call it mythic and legendary. That's what I'm used to. All right. Let's see. It's any 2 cards. Just saying. Is it 2 cards or is it creatures? It's creatures. Okay. It is. Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, you corrected yourself. It's creatures. I suppose any 2 cards. Can you imagine? Like, I don't know. Hey guys, I just dropped my. I'm sorry. I just dropped my omniscience. Oops. This card would be so expensive if that was the case. Oh man. You know what? I would not put it past Wizards of the Coast one day to make something as crazy as that for some sort of like wacky cost. Okay, let's see here. Alright, so Pog, we got our first anime card. We take it. Got another nice art card here. Look at him, he's an excited little knight. And speaking of nice, knight token. Let's go. Okay, let's see what we get this time around. Let's do the proper card shuffles here. Okay. So for our commons, got a grabby giant. Grabby giant. Nice. What did he do? Let's see. That's mine. Instant adventure. Create a treasure token. Not bad for 2. I mean, you're paying 2 to get a treasure token, but that could help fix things a bit. That's not bad. Another red cap thief. A minecart daredevil. Seems pretty funny. A verdant outrider and a fell horseman. Okay, not bad. Let's put these in our common piles here. Let's see. Defense of the Heart was an old card, so you got an anime reprint. Let's go. I didn't know it's... I'm assuming all the anime cards and, like... As far as I can tell so far, all the anime cards seem to be reprints of, like, really nice cards in the past. So, here's hoping. We talked about it earlier, then I really want to get... I really want that smothering type, not gonna lie. So, Mountain. Okay. Two-headed hunter. Oh, it's a giant. Alright. So, twice the rage. Target creature gains double strike till the end of the turn, and it has menace. Pretty standard, solid card. Red card. Nice. It's why this pack is so goated. Did you mean to say goated or goated? I mean, goated works too. Is there goat in this set? Let's see. Alright. We got a Charade of the Numbing Depths. Ooh, very... cool looking card as well. Okay, when Charade of the Numbing Depths enters the battlefield, tap a target creature opponent controls and put a stun counter on it. Ah, okay, so we can use this with Hilda earlier. Whenever you tap one or more untapped creatures your opponent controls, draw a card, and you can only do this once per turn. You know what? Yep, this seems like an interesting deck, like an icy stun deck. So I'm gonna put this next to Hilda just for our sake later, so we can check into that more. Goated, you gotta swing at not me. Yeah, well, you know what? It is goated. So wait, does that mean I swing the pack at you, or I don't swing the pack at you? I have to swing the pack at someone else then. Is that what it is? Alright. Solitary Sanctuary. When Solitary Sanctuary enters the battlefield, tap target creature and opponent controls and put a stun counter on it. Okay, another stun card. I guess I was right. That seems to be a theme somewhere here. Whenever you tap a untapped creature an opponent controls, put 1/1 counter on your target creature you control. You know what? I'm actually kind of digging that theme so far. Kind of mean theme. You kind of reject your enemy from playing, but if it's something like you use it in moderation for something like, I don't know, super big, then could be pretty good. And you save the table too, and everyone likes you after that. So that's what was nice. Okay. Oh, you know what? I think this happens just to be the pack of all the same things, because we got a chill card here. And I imagine just because of the theme, it sounds like it's the same thing. So let's see. When Bitter Chill enters the battlefield, tap Enchanted Creature. There you go. Enchanted Creature doesn't untap during its controller's untap step, which is nice. And when Bitter Chill is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, you may pay 1. If you do, scry 1 to draw a card. Okay. Now I'm starting to wonder, because I didn't really look into the what's it called? The commander decks for this set. And I'm wondering now if one of them happened to be like this kind of theme. Let me know if that's the case, because if that is the case, I might have to look into that commander deck to be able to build this completely. Still pretty neat. It's a good draft pick pack though. It is very good draft pack. I was okay, so I did do the pre-release for the set. Those cards are just back in my room, but there was some very interesting pulls. I did someone on a different table pulled a Ristic Study, and they were all screaming like, "Oh, Ristic Study!" And that was the doubling season somewhere else. I was jealous. I didn't get anything so special, but still pretty cool to see that you could just do that in a draft too. Like, dang. Okay, let's make this a little bit nicer real quick. Okay. Next one, Polluted Bonds. Stinky. Okay, let's see. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under an opponent's control, that player loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. Sorry, I was looking at the cost on the top. That is pretty useful. I have an Angels deck, and the Angels deck was I can't remember his name right now, but he has the benefit of gaining, when you gain life, you could summon another creature with less than the life you gained from your graveyard, I believe. And I believe this would work for that. So, you know what? Commander Pile is. Let's see. That's a mean card, meaning it should be played. True. It depends who you play with, Ethan. Like, if you ever play with me, I'm gonna play the stupidest derpy decks, and I'm gonna just probably just sit there and just enjoy myself. Like, but then again, if I ever run into someone who's playing like, I don't know, super land destruction or like super annihilator, then maybe I might have to break it out just for that. But I'm usually pretty chill commander player, I'd say. All right, and then finally the last one, we got a Mosswood Dread Knight. He looks pretty cool. Let's see, Dread Whispers. You can draw a card and lose a life for 1 and 1 black. That's pretty good. And then normally it has trample. When a Mosswood Dread Knight dies, when this Mosswood Dread Knight dies, not A, that'd be kind of weird. You may cast it from your graveyard as a adventure until the end of your turn. Oh, okay, so it sounds like you can cycle this over and over again. That's pretty neat. I will put that up here. Alright, I hope you're having fun so far, y'all. We have gone through, I'd say, maybe a quarter of the packs. And we're just going to keep going until we're done, I think. If you're having fun, let me know. And again, as always, if there's any audio video issues, let me know. I do want to point out that the kitchen setup that I have is running off of Wi-Fi, sadly. So sometimes there might be some disconnects, and if there is, I do apologize for that. Hey, look, we finally got a food counter for this set, so looks kind of tasty. We'll put it down there. Okay, let's get these situated again. Okay, so our comments, we got an Unassuming Sage, Kindled Heroism, a Frostbridge Guard, Freeze in Place. Oh, you know what? I see the freeze theme. We're going to put that there. And oh, wow, that's a really pretty plains, I do have to say. Okay, let's put these down. Okay, so for our first rare, we got a Picnic Ruiner. Another Gobby we can play. Oh, well, I guess not this one. So my goblins are mono red, so unfortunately, because of the adventure colors, I can't play it, but still pretty cool. Let's see. Distribute 3 1/1 counters among any number of target creatures you control. Pretty nice. And when it attacks while you control a creature of power 4 or greater, this card gets double strike. Man, I wish it was just a mono red card. That'd be pretty cool. But unfortunately, the Picnic Ruiner is not. Alright. Let's see here. Now, we have a Raid Bombardment. Okay. Whenever a creature you control with power 2 or less attacks, Raid Bombardment deals 1 damage to the player or planeswalker that the creature is attacking. Ooh, okay. So actually, if I remember correctly, those cats in Ginny Faye are power 2. So you know what? If I attack with a lot of them and play this, That'd be pretty neat. So you know what? Commander Powell, you go. Ethan, I have you playing on my headset, but I'm making myself dinner. Ah, okay. Well, thanks for staying on while making dinner. I hope you can hear my excitement if we pull anything neat. So I hope the dinner cooking goes well too. Let me know if you need any help with anything or questions about the cooking stuff so I can maybe assist you with. All right. Next we have Eerie Interference. All right. So prevent all damage that would be dealt to you and creatures you control by this turn by creatures. Okay. That's just generally pretty nice. Put that in our rare pile for now. Let's see here. Spellscorn Cavern. Blue, black. Looks like the instant can return a target spell to its owner's hand, which is could be pretty nice. Flying. When Spellscorn Cavern enters the battlefield, each opponent discards a card. Oh, I see. Someone... I can think of someone in my friends list who would love to probably play that with, like, Shieldred or something. Then again, it has blue, so maybe Shieldred can't play it, but still. The discard. You know who you are if you're watching. Alright, next we got Knight of Doves. He likes doves. Whenever an enchantment you control is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, create a 1/1 white bird creature token with flying. Ooh, just make a bunch of birds. We like that. Not the enchantment support I was really thinking of though, so I'm not gonna put that in the commander pile, but it is pretty neat. Ideally, my enchantments are just kind of staying on the field versus going to the graveyard. So, all right. Let's see. We got a cheeky house mouse. It's cute. Let's see. Squeak by for 1 white. Target creature you control gets 1/1 until the end of the turn. It can't be blocked by creatures with power 3 or greater this turn. Pretty neat. It doesn't even have enough any trace though. It just says, "Get back here, Val Rodent." I was almost done cursing that ring. He's got the ring in his mouth. That's cute. House of Mouse. Let's go. Put that down. Okay, our last one. Oh, okay. Another mythic. We got a Moonshaker Cavalry. It looks like a very unique card. Let's see. So it's got flying. When Moonshaker Cavalry enters the battlefield, creatures you control gain flying and get XX until the end of the turn, where X is the number of creatures you control. Ooh, okay. It's kind of like a finisher. I mean, for 3 white and 5 mana, that's definitely a finisher. So I think I actually kind of want to put this in the Ginny Faye deck too. Suddenly just all my dogs and cats are flying and get boosts. Yeah, that's good. Let's see. House of Mouse. Yo, that's good. White Crater. Oh, you're right. It is a White Crater Hoof. Ah. We take that. Okay, let's leave this. I like that card. It's Crater Hoof, but for white. We do like Crater Hoofs in this family, so especially if it's now white. All right, properly sleeved. We'll put them in our commander pile. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna put them next to the defense of the heart. Commander pile, because we want to keep the anime cards separate. Yeah. Okay, the red cap thief I kept here. I think I'm just gonna put just in the common pile just so we can have a bit more space on the left here. I hope the camera angling is okay so you can still see everything, but I apologize about the light too because it is a bit bright. You know what? Actually, let me see if I can adjust the light a bit so we can see it a bit better. Okay, did that help? Nah, it's still bright. It's okay. You know what? I'm gonna just still show the cards up to the camera so that we can see it if possible, so don't worry. Okay, white Crater Hoof though. Why can't I say that right? Crater Hoof, though. We take those. And we got 1 anime so far. I would like more anime cards, but you know what? We take the white Crater Hoof. Okay, got a neat art card here. She's pretty. Put it on the side. Another adventure card. We just put that on the side too. So I'm noticing. So like I said, this is kind of like the first time I've really done a pack opening. So normally I'm just sitting there silently and just opening and reading everything, which is fun in itself too. But you know, it's fun for you guys a bit more. So maybe I'll do this more sometime too if we can get it going. All right, let's see here. Anime is awesome. It is awesome. All right. Oh wait, these are comments, so we can just kind of breeze through these. Okay, so we got a witch with a pie, and it does create a food token. Hmm. Yeah, you go into the pile. I will read you anyways later. Okay, return from the wilds. Balluna's gatekeeper, a forest, and a snare master sprite. Let's see here. Oh, you know what? I just breezed through the effects here for the sprite, and it looks like it has an effect for the chill theme. So let's put it with the chill cards, and put these. Oops. There we go. Back to the common piles. Okay. So I think we saw this one already earlier, or I think I might have seen this in my pre-release. Just in case, I'll read it again. Got a Howling Galefang. It has haste as long as you own a card in exile that has an adventure. So pretty neat. A Storm-Keld Vanguard. He's riding a bear? Is that a bear? Oh my god. Oh yeah, it is a bear. The name of his adventure is Bear Down. Destroy target artifact or enchantment. Pretty neat. Storm-Keld Vanguard can't be blocked by creatures with 2 or less. Oh, that's 6/7. I didn't even notice how strong it is. That's pretty neat. Okay, let's put him down. Okay, we got a Galvanic Giant. Storm Reading. So draw 4 cards, then discard 2 cards. Pretty neat. That's pretty expensive though, 5 and 2 blue, but blue finds a way usually. Whenever you cast a spell with mana value 5 or greater, tap target creature an opponent controls and put a stun counter on it. Oh. Do I want this in the freeze deck then? I guess we do. Let's put it in there for future reference. Okay. Diminisher Witch. This one has bargain. Okay, so we didn't have many bargain cards earlier, but oh, actually common. That's fine. So it seems that bargaining is where you sacrifice an artifact, enchantment, or token to cast a spell for a secondary effect. In this case, it looks like you only get the second part of this effect when you bargain with it. So it has its ups and downs. I don't think I've actually seen a rare bargain yet. I could be wrong. Maybe I read it and I just forgot, but let's see here. Hatching plans. Ooh, that dragon mighty angry. Let's see. When hatching plans is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, draw 3 cards. Solid. You just have to send it to the graveyard then somehow. And it's for 1 blue. Not bad. Put them here. Okay, got a Dark Tutelage. Art's kind of anime. Not very, but you know, it's there. At the beginning of your upkeep, reveal the top card of your library and put that card into your hand. And you just lose life equal to the mana value. So hopefully you don't accidentally boop yourself there, but yeah. Let's not boop ourselves. Okay. Anyways, our gold rare. Restless Vinestock. Okay, so it enters the battlefield tapped, and you can add either white or, not white, green or blue, which is pretty neat. And for green, blue, and 3, until the end of the turn, it becomes a green and blue plant creature with trample, and it's still land. Pretty neat. And one more thing, when it attacks, up to 1 other target creature has base power and toughness 3/3 until the end of the turn. So it could potentially beef up something. Or actually, it could even, it's just 1 other target creature. It could be your enemy too. That'd be pretty neat. So we're going to put that on the side because it's a land and pretty neat. So, okay, in the meantime, give me 1 second. I'm going to get a sip of water and then we'll go ahead and continue. 1 minute. Okay, there we go. And actually, you know what? I'm gonna chuck some of these packs away because it's taking a bit of space here. Okay, in the meantime, while I'm getting this thrown out, you guys enjoying the opening so far? Hopefully it's fun for you guys as well. Again, let me know if you need me to adjust anything audio-wise, video-wise. I'll do my best with what we have at the moment, but yeah, okay, so with that, let's jump into this next pack. Okay, so it's just the art card of the one we got earlier. Kind of slotted that in pretty quickly, didn't I? My bad. Like a jump scare. Put that out. Okay, we got a sorcerer and a monster roll card. I don't think I'll read it because we can... I think we had one of these earlier actually, so we don't have to read it again. And let's take a look at what we get this time. Put our rares on top here. Okay. So for our commons, oops, the mic's a bit away. There we go. We got Return Triumphant, Charm Clothier. It looks like it gives a royal roll just off actually, wait, royal roll token. Wait, are these tokens? Actually, are these rolls tokens? Oh, heck, they are. They're tokens. Oh, okay. So that actually gives a pretty unique look into Ginny Fey because for Ginny Fey, what we want to do is create tokens to change them into cats or dogs. Would that work? Though? Actually, that kind of gets confusing because it's a token enchantment. But so are treasures. Treasures are just a token that becomes a cat or a dog because of Ginny Fey. So does it become a cat or dog that attaches to something? Now this is getting a bit confusing. I'm gonna have to look that up later. You guys let me know if you know. But that what a weird concept. Ethan here. I am enjoying it. I ordered my box and it won't come in for a few days. I feel that. I happened to go to that sneak peek that I mentioned earlier and they had boxes available, so I went ahead and purchased one. And here we are. You're getting it a bit early, but you know, it should work. You think so? Like, it's that weird concept where it's an enchant. What? How would that work? Like, it's an enchantment, but it became a dog or a cat. But usually the enchantment or like the original card has its like say it can't attack or it can't block. That still usually carries on to the new token as well. So I'm wondering how that works with the rolls. Might have to ask. I might have to ask several people to get their opinion on it, actually. Oh, look, it's the Sky Beast Tracker. Oh, he was a common. That's pretty neat. Such a majestic archer. Actually, gives food tokens. Just reading it again. I'll sort through that later, though. We don't need the common stuff in there at the time being. For the time being. Okay. First one up. We got an Ember Veteran. So you can pay 1 and sacrifice the veteran and create a young hero role token attached to another target creature. Okay, pretty simple, pretty neat. We'll put that here. Let's see. Doesn't the commander replace the token? It does, but so okay. So the reason why I think it's kind of weird is because I did try playing Ginny Fey in standard in the online game. And I don't know if it actually completely replaces it because I had I think if I remember correctly, I had an instance where the card had the original token that was going to be created had a trait that says, or maybe it was because of the wording of the card. I think maybe that might be it. The wording of the card had it such that it says like this new token can't be blocked or can't attack, and that's why it had that trait. And then now that I think about it, that's probably more likely, because if my original thought was the case, then the treasure tokens that became like dogs or cats might be, well, okay, in that case I would think they would have the treasure trait still, so you can just tap it and like use it for any color. But that's not true. I don't think that's the case. So maybe it is the case where the card that I used just happened to have it so that it said the new token has this ability also. So yeah, okay, so in this case I think it doesn't. I'd have to find that card again. Oh, well, actually, the veteran kind of does it. So create a young hero role token attached to another target creature. So does that mean the new dog or cat becomes attached to the creature, but it's still just the dog or a cat? I'm gonna have to ask someone else about it later. It's getting complicated. Okay. Anyways, Immodane's Recruiter. Train troops. Create two white knight tokens with vigilance. It's pretty neat. So we could use that in a token deck, coincidentally. When it enters the battlefield, creatures you control get 1/0 and gain haste until the end of the turn. So yeah, that's a good card for our cats and dogs. I don't know actually. Yeah, right. Isn't that it's such a weird situation? I don't know actually. So I'll have to get some clarification from someone later, I'm sure. Anyways, we got the Gallant Pie Wielder. Let's go. The Dwarf Knight. First strike, celebration. It has double strike as long as two or more non-land permanents enter the battlefield under your control this turn. Another celebrations card. Not quite the food I was looking for though, so we'll put them in the regular pile. We need a rules master. We really do. Ryan, I would think you would know. You have a pretty good grasp of the rules too. That one's a bit weird too, though, I suppose. Let's see here. We got a Witch Stalker Frenzy. Solid. This spell costs one less to cast for each creature that attacked this turn. Cool. And then it does file. Oh my god, 5 damage to a target creature. Okay. Big boop. I was half listening. Yeah, that's fair. So we're wondering, like, with Ginny Faye, you remember Ginny Faye? With Ginny Faye, what happens to these roll counters when Ginny Faye's on the field? So when you change them into cats or dogs, like, does it attach to the... No, because the actual cat or dog would be the attachment, right? So does it just change to a cat or a dog, and then it doesn't retain the roll effects anymore? Or it's getting confusing. Anyways, if it helps, the original card that we were talking about, the Ember Veteran, says it creates a young hero role token attached to another target creature. So I'm assuming maybe that dog or cat becomes attached to something. But I don't know what that means. Like, does that, since it's attached, does it mean it can't attack anymore? Or like, it's real confusing. Okay, we got Vampiric Rites. Nice. So an enchantment for 1 black, and then for 1 black and 1 mana, you can sacrifice a creature, draw a card, and gain a life. Pretty nice. We'll put that. We don't really need that for the time being, though. Let's see. We got a Cruel Somnophage. Oh, sleepy monster. So let's see. Can't wake up. For 1 and 1 blue, sorcery adventure, the target player mills 4 cards. Oh, okay. Oh, actually, thinking about this, it might be good for my... Well, let's see the second effect first. Cruel Somnophage's power and toughness are each equal to the number of creature cards in all graveyards. Oh, star power. Okay. Could be interesting, because I run a... for Oathbreaker, I run Tasha the Witch Queen, and she likes taking stuff. I try to mill in that deck too, so I can take more stuff. So you know what, this could be good for that. But I don't think it's really a big necessity at the moment, so I'll put it on the side up here. Okay, and our final one. Oh, okay, nice. Corvold, Gleeful Glutton. Oh, it's a commander card, it looks like. So This spell costs 1 less to cast for each card type among permanents you sacrifice this turn. Oh, sacrifice. Interesting. Has flying, trample, and haste. And whenever Corvold deals combat damage to a player, put X 1/1 counters on Corvold and draw X cards, where X is the number of permanent types among cards in your graveyard. Okay, nice. That's pretty cool. So the colors make me think Ziator from the Capenna set. So maybe I could do some shenanigans there. I never got to complete that Ziator deck actually, so who knows? Let's see. It wouldn't be an aura. Okay, well, I suppose that's the case then. I guess it just comes out as a cat or a dog then in that case. And also Corvold, new Corvold, nice. Okay, nice. So we'll sleeve that up, put that on the side here. He's a big one. He has 5 cost and 1 pip each of black, red, and green. That's 8. Pretty solid, but also very expensive. Oh, well, actually, no. It costs 1 less for each card type in your permanent. So, okay. So if you just have a pretty good graveyard full of random stuff, you can go ahead and take him out too. That kind of sounds neat, actually. I might have to look into that later, too. Okay, we got this cool-looking knight. And a mini-game. I'm not going to read the mini-game, because I don't know if anyone ever plays this. But here, you can read it for yourself later. Got it? Okay. And let's go ahead and get these comments here. Okay, so for our commons, got our mountain, an armory mice, which has celebration, candy grapple. Oh my god, look at his arm. He's getting in there. I just read the flavor text too. Don't you mean poisonous? There's no such thing as venomous. Ah! I like to imagine he's like just walking through that forest and suddenly candy apple grapple just comes out of nowhere, bites him. Okay, so you know what? That's a funny card. I'm gonna put that on the side because funny. And Minestrosity too. So when it dies, create a food token, but we don't really need it when it dies. We just kind of want them to pop out as soon as we play them, so we'll put that on the side as well. Army mice. Okay. So let's see here. We got a tough cookie. I think we got this one. We did get this earlier, but I don't think it was foil. So you know what? We'll put that in the commander pile again. A dragon mantle. Okay. Enchanted creature. When dragon mantle enters the battlefield, draw a card. Enchanted creature has red. This creature gets 1 until the end of the turn. So you just keep spamming fire. Bigger fire. We like that. Okay, we also got a Restless Bivouac. When it enters the battlefield... Oh, it's a land. Interesting. Enters the battlefield tapped. Add a red or a white. And when you pay the red-white 1, it becomes a 2/2 red and white ox creature until the end of the turn. And when it attacks, you can put a counter on a creature you control. Okay, we'll put that with the other land we got earlier then too. It's a full art too. Pretty nice. Oh man, I'm running out of space. Okay, we also got an Edgewall Inn. It looks like you can just choose a color and then you can tap it for the color you choose. And for 3, you can sacrifice it to return a target card that has Adventure in your graveyard to your hand. Also neat. To the land pile with you. Here we go. Okay, you got a Tangle Span Lookout. Whenever an aura enters the battlefield under your control, draw a card. That's good for the rolls. Graceful Takedown. Okay. As opposed to a normal takedown, I suppose. Any number of target enchanted creatures you control. Wait, hold on. Any number of target enchanted creatures you control and up to 1 other target creature you control each deal damage equal to their power to target creature you don't control. That's a mouthful, but also really neat. So if you're really playing the roles, Would be pretty strong. Interesting creature land. Yeah, the Biovac earlier, the Bevovac, pretty cool. We got a Scream Puff. Wow, that's terrifying, but also kind of funny. Whenever it deals combat damage to another player, create a food token. Pretty neat. Also common. Must have mixed it up accident. Okay, and our last one is okay. Archon of the Wild Rose. So it's flying. Other creatures you control that are enchanted by auras you control have basic power and toughness 4/4 and have flying. Okay, so it kind of helps with the rolls shenanigans too. So you know what? I'm gonna put that under the. Okay, so now I'm wondering if it becomes a cat or a dog. Does it still? It's not a roll anymore, right? So yeah, that conversation we'll save for later. I wonder if it buffs the new tokens though. If they were originally a roll, probably not, but who knows? Okay, we got a nice looking card here again. Got Ratatouille, good stuff. Okay, let's fix this up and see what we get. Alright, so for our commons this time around, another Sweet Tooth. Oh, it's a foil Sweet Tooth, which though, so we could just put that in the pile. I don't think the other one was common, or sorry, was rare. Wait, I'm getting confused. It wasn't foil, there we go. Alright, I got a Swamp. Turn a Twinville Guide. Pretty card. Flick a coin, cut in, and Hamlet Glutton again. So we'll put those back in their piles. Yoink. Okay. Funny how these openings tend to like take up a lot of space, more space than you actually think. I'm kind of surprised, honestly. It might be taking more than the cookware that I usually use. Alright, we got Royal Treatment. So target creature you control gains hexproof until the end of the turn, and then give the Royal Roll token attached to it. For 1 green hexproof, that's not bad, and it's instant. Kind of want to put that on the side, actually. Yeah, let's put it on the side. Oh, okay. Virtue of Persistence. You can use the adventure for 1 black, and a target creature gets -3/3 till the end of the turn, and you gain 2 life. Solid. And for the enchantment of it, for 5 black, at the beginning of your upkeep, put target creature card from a graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. That is potentially quite nasty. So you could just mill your opponents and take their stuff if you're really clever about it. And it is a mythic, so I will go ahead and put this on the side here, and you know what, actually I'll probably sleeve it up too. Ah, oh no, no, why? Oh, the side of the inner sleeves pack that I had a rip on the side. I didn't notice. For some reason it does, and they just all slipped from the side, and now they're on the ground. Oh boy. Let's get these. That's unfortunate. Kind of liked having clean inner sleeves. Yeah, if you have inner sleeves, y'all, don't ever drop them on the ground, because they're gonna immediately pick up any sort of dust that is on there. And we're in the kitchen. That's never good. Luckily, though, I did give the kitchen a good wipe down recently, so should be, yeah, a lot of these are still looking pretty clean, so it should be okay. Okay. Let's be careful next time about that. And let's put this Virtue of Persistence in a sleeve. There we go. Okay. Let's see what else we got. We got Court of Lochwain. Oh, it's a monarch card. So whenever it enters the battlefield, you come to monarch, and at the beginning of your upkeep, exile the top card of your target library, or target opponent's library, and you may play that card for as long as it remains exiled, and mana of any type can be spent to cast it. And if you're the monarch, until the end of the turn, you may cast a spell among cards exiled with Quarter of Lockwind without paying the mana cost. Okay, solid. I like that. I'm going to put that up here too. And that actually could be good for Tasha too, actually. So I'm going to keep a mental note of that one. And, oh, you know what? Give me 1 second, actually. I think I have someone at the door. I do. Sorry, guys. Give me 1 quick second. It seems that someone's at the door. I'm gonna let him in real quick, and we should be good to go after that. Give me 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. Let them in. We're good to go. Alright, we got a few more here. We got the Shrouded Shepherd. Got creatures your opponent control get -1/1 until the end of the turn, and when the Shrouded Shepherd enters the battlefield, target creature you control gets 2/2 until the end of the turn. Pretty solid too. Let's see, you got a Woodland Acolyte. Mend the Wilds. You can put a target permanent card from your graveyard to the top of your library. Pretty neat. And when Woodland Acolyte enters the battlefield, draw a card. Also nice. And finally, for the end of this pack, we have Spreading Seas. So it's another enchant land. When it enters the battlefield, you draw a card, and the enchanted land is now magically an island. That could be pretty useful in some situations. Put that there. Let's see. The Flying Cavalry is my favorite. I always wanted a Crater Hoof that isn't Crater Hoof. Yeah, well, you finally have a chance to do something with that, right? I just can't believe it's also in white. That's a lot of creatures with what you can do. You can do a lot of stuff with that. Let's be honest here. Okay, so seeing as we have a pretty decent amount of packs left, and I didn't think it would actually take this long to read through all these rares, I might just skip through the rares at this point, just so we can go on to, it's a bit more of the juicy stuff. Yeah, let's do that. And if someone wants to see a rare in particular that I, show off, let me know. We'll go ahead and read it. So, all right. So next up, neat art card again. Again, I really want to know what the story for this is this time around. It's the start of a new era for Wizards, so be kind of neat to know. Okay, let me just sort these out. Okay, so with this new format, it might go a bit quicker, so that's good for us too. An island, sleight of hand, cooped up, Barrow. Barrow Naughty. Interesting. Torch the Tower. Two-Headed Hunter. I think we got one of those earlier. A Witch Stalker Frenzy. Ruby Daring Tracker. Oh, that's cute. I think I got one of her during the pre-release, actually. And Bitter Chill. Okay, we had a Bitter Chill that wasn't foil earlier, so we'll put the old Bitter Chill there and put the foiled one in here. That being said, you know, sometimes I feel like the foils look a little less nice compared to the their non-foil counterparts. Is that just me, or do you guys feel that too? Because I feel like sometimes just the non-foil arts look really nice, or in fact better than the foil. Okay, put those there. All right, so with these, let's take a look. We got a Talion's Messenger. All right, when you attack with one or more fairies, draw a card and then discard a card. And when you discard a card this way, put a 1/1 counter on a target fairy you control. That's really funny because this is the card that ruined me in the pre-release. My opponents had this card and they were buffing their fairies so much. It's so nice. I wish I got it. No, I mean, now I do. So I wish I got it for the pre-release maybe, but we take those. Now we have a copy of it. Okay, next is Grasp of Fate. You know what? For the rares, I'm going to probably still read out the nicer looking ones, like the art ones, just because we could showcase it too. When Grasp of Fate enters the battlefield, for each opponent, exile up to one target non-land permanent that player controls until it leaves the battlefield. Oh, did we get this already? I think we might have actually. Well, we got another one if that's the case. Let's see. It depends, but mostly the non-foil looks nicer, right? Doesn't it? It's not just me, right? It's kind of weird how that is. And honestly, I kind of do like it non-foil sometimes too. Oh, wait, I guess I just said that earlier, but you know what I mean. Okay, and our last one, Karmic Justice. Whenever a spell or ability opponent controls destroys a non-creature permanent you control, you may destroy a target permanent that opponent controls. Wow, okay, pretty nice. A good defensive card, I'd say. Let's see here. Whenever a spell ability an opponent controls destroys a non-creature. I mean, board wipes kind of... Oh, well, actually, no, this wouldn't really do much for board wipes because everything would be gone, but I could see some uses for this, though, for sure. All right. Yeah, that pack felt nicer and a little bit faster. Maybe that is the way we'll go about it for the rest of today. So, let's see. Okay, we got a nice-looking Griffin art. And that guy looks like he's cursed. Oh, no. It's good for Bombadil. Karmic Justice? Let me see. Whenever a spell opponent controls destroys a... Yeah, I could kind of see it. You know what? I'll put it in the Bombadil pile. How about that? We'll revisit that one later. Okay, got a Nightmare. Okay, here we go. Okay, got an island. Or sorry, that's not an island. That's a swamp. Okay, we got a quick study. I kind of like just the simpleness of this. Pay 2 and pay 3, draw 2 cards. Nice. Never Stalk My Nightmares. I think that one's a new one we haven't seen yet, but we are gonna go ahead and just put them in the pile for the time being. And so I remember, Ariet's Tempting Apple, and it's legendary. That could be good for our Yoshimaru. Actually, I'm gonna take a look at this one actually. So, when Ariet's Tempting Apple enters the battlefield, gain control of target creature until end of turn. Neat. Untap that creature. Gains haste until the end of the turn. Okay, nice. And you could pay 2 to eat it like a food, or you can pay 2 and sacrifice it also, and someone else will take 3. That's interesting food. And it's legendary, so you know what? Legendary permanent, Yoshimaru, bigger dogs. We take it. All right. For the rest of these, we got a Stone Splitter Bolt. Noise. 3 bowls of porridge. Ooh, That sounds kind of nice. Let's see here. Pay 2. Choose one that has been chosen. 3 bowls of porridge deals 2 damage to the target creature. You can tap a target creature. Oh, you know what? That could work with the frozen one actually. And then the normal food effect. So, gonna put that in our frozen pile. It's getting a bit unwieldy here. Organize that a bit better. Okay, and then discerning financer, a voracious vermin, the edge wall pack, which has a little rat standing on top of him. Saw that one in the pre-release though too, and a rat catcher trainee. Oh, a lot of rat cards this pack. Like to see it. And put that one here. Okay. And then for our rares for this one, let's see. We got the end. That sounds final. Let's see here. The spell costs 2 less to cast if your life is total is 5 or less. Wow, that's really low. Exile target creature or planeswalker. Search its controller's graveyard, hand, and library for any number of cards with the same name as that permanent, and exile them. And that player shuffles, then draws a card for each card exiled from their hand this way. So I'm thinking this is more of a standard card versus one that we could use for commander. Now that being said, we could, if we happen to run one of those decks where like you have one of those decks where you have like, I don't know, 9 Nazguls or like 50 or 60 rats, that'd be kind of funny if you use this and just draw everything. Maybe there's a win con if you just discard everything too. This one's actually kind of interesting to put on the side. I feel like there's ways to kind of shenanigan that one too, so I'm going to keep that on the side. Let's see. If they destroy your sagas, better answer for it. Yeah, that's true. Okay, that's true. Could protect the sagas as well. All right, and our last one for this pack, Prismatic Omen. Lands you control are every basic land type in addition to their other types. Oh, okay. Wait, does that mean you can play this and then everything you control becomes every single color? So, not for the lands, I mean. Like, so say you have a plains on the field and you play this. Can you tap it now for every color? Is that how I'm reading this right? Or maybe I'm reading it wrong? Is that how it works? That sounds pretty neat. Let's see. Everything taps for everything in terms of land. Oh, okay. So this is great for like 5 color, right? I'd imagine. So if you're stuck with I don't know, like 3 islands, you suddenly have 3 different colors in your land pile, right? Is that how I'm understanding it? I hope that's the case, because that's pretty neat. Keep that in mind too, if that is the case. Oh, I just realized I was talking to the wrong side of the mic this entire time. I'm sorry, guys. Hopefully this is a bit better. Alright, guys, from a brief glance here, I think we have about 15 more packs. Still quite a few, you know? But I think we're still having fun with this. Oh, look at that. We got another sign art card. And he's got a frog in his hand. We like that. Okay, got another rat. And let's see. Let's go ahead and organize these. That being said, now that I think about it, guys, if you happen to see any cards in here that I'm putting in the comments file that I should put in, like, for example, the Frozen deck, then let me know, and I'll try to get to that. Let's see, lands tap for every color, so that's pretty good color fixing. Yeah, okay, so it is kind of how I read it. So that's really good to know. I'm going to have to splash that in, definitely, to my rainbow color decks. Okay, so we got a Ash Party Crasher, a Griffinary. Oh, the art for this one's pretty nice. Let's see. At the beginning of your end step, if you gain 3 or more life this turn, create a 2/2 white Griffin token with flying. That could be pretty good with some life gain. I'm gonna put that there too. Let's see. I don't think we got this one. Obria Dreaming Duelist. Whenever another fairy enters the battlefield under your control, each opponent loses a life. Basic, but effective. Let's see. Fairy Fencing. So, target creature gets minus XX until the end of the turn, and that creature gets an additional minus 3/3 until the end of the turn if you control the fairy. Also nice. And I just realized I'm still reading these by accident. So, let me just go ahead and speed this up a little. So, we got the Dream Spoilers, Disdainful Stroke. I'm not remembering where I put things now. I know why. Because the other one was multicolored and I got confused. Oh, another Archive Dragon. Nice. A Bellowing Bruiser. A Mattress Transmuter. And an Aquatic Alchemist. That one's pretty cute. Squish. Okay, so let's put these here. And for our rare for the pack, it looks like it's Eldraine, the Power Hammer. I don't recognize this character, and it seems like it's new. So let's see. Whenever an instant or sorcery spell you control targets only a single creature... Wait, hold on. I read that wrong. Whenever an instant or sorcery spell you control that targets only a single creature deals damage to that creature, Eldraine does that much damage to each opponent. Okay, so that's pretty neat. Let me think about that actually again. Spell you control that targets a single creature. So this actually might be good with that one ping commander I mentioned earlier, because I could stack it to the opponents too. So you know what? I'm gonna put that on the side. All right, y'all. Another pack. The trash piles is definitely increasing, but we're getting there. Another mouse. This one's a little bit different looking. Pretty cool. Okay, so put these rares on the side. I'm not gonna really look at them too closely until we get to them. Okay, got a ooze. Okay, so we got a Intrepid Truffle Snout again. We already read that one. We don't have to look at it. The Tempting Apple again. Let's see. You will go into the costless pile. Okay, so now we're getting some repeats, so this makes it a little bit easier. Another Tangle Span, another Graceful Takedown. A Shrouded Shepherd, he seems pretty cool. Let's see here. Put you there. An Archon's Glory. A Minecart Daredevil. Another repeat. Verdant, Fell Horseman, and Island. So as far as reading these ones go, pretty nice to us. Okay, so let's see what we got. I saw the rarities for these ones. Okay, Gruff Triplets. So this one actually was my go-to beast for the pre-release. It's pretty nasty actually. So for 3 and 3 green, it has trample. When you play it, if there isn't a token, or if it isn't a token, you can create 2 more copies of it. So you have 3. So 3/3/3 suddenly, which is pretty neat, I'd say. But then the extra added effect to that is when it dies, you can put a number of 1/1 counters equal to its power on each creature you control named Gruff Triplets. So you say you kill one of them, suddenly there's a 6/6 and a 6/6 on the board. And ooh, that gets nasty. And then suddenly if you kill the second 6/6, there's a 12/12 sitting there suddenly. So it did save me a few games. Very strong card. I actually want to use this on maybe like a mono green deck because it's just the effect is just so nice. Okay, so let's put you here though for now. And then let's go. Okay, we got a doubling season. We take those for sure. I like tokens in my decks, and I had to take one out for my my Ginny Fade deck because I wanted to use it in shrines. So you know what? We take this. This is real nice. Oh, look at the doubling season. Oh, look at the gooses. Look at them. They're doubling. Is that a Goose Hydra? Oh my god, it's a Goose Hydra. But yeah, in case you don't know, this card's very good for tokens. So if an effect would create one or more tokens under your control, it creates twice as many instead of those tokens. And if an effect would put one or more counters on a permanent you control, you could put twice as many counters. Pretty darn useful, I'd say. So we definitely take those. That one's immediately going into a sleeve because we want the yeah, it's a goose hydra. I'm just gonna say it's where we wanted the goose hydra. So let's go. Woo! Okay, that just made my pulls feel a lot better. Actually, yeah. If not anime, we'll take that. we love to see that. All right. You said earlier you wished you got it. Look what you got. I got the doubling season, but it's not anime. It's anime in the sense that it's a goose hydra, but anime. That's not true though. I'm super happy for that pull. Like that's gonna immediately go into a deck for sure. Double in season, let's go. Yeah, Ryan, we got it. Let's go. I want the Joe-sama smothering type though, please. Okay, we got. Oh, actually, didn't we get this art card already? I thought that's okay. Let's see. So we got a forest, an obvious attendance, a spell stutter. This one got me a few times because of the fairy effect. Pretty neat. Titanic Grove, Monstrous Rage, a Boundary Lands Ranger, a Chancellor of Tales. Interesting. Let's see, a Picklock Prankster. A lot of fairy support I'm seeing from the quick reads of these effects here. A Threadmine Click, destroy target tapped creature. That is going into the IC build for sure. Let's see here. Picklock Prankster. Did I say that one? Picklock Prankster. I could read. Curiosity. Okay. Enchant creature. Whenever enchanted creature deals damage to an opponent, you may draw a card. That is a nice looking curiosity, I will say. We got a Return Triumphant and a Fallen Ideal. Oh, I want it. If I don't get it from these packs, wait a minute. This isn't from this set. It's another list card, I think, right? Because of the icon. Yeah, if I don't get that card, Ethan, I think I'm gonna have to go out and find it and buy it because it's just I have to. it's a necessity. Let's see here. If you guys pull it, let me know. I will trade you for it. Let's see. Understandable. I would want it to, right? It's so good. And I think we pulled one of these earlier too. It was really cute looking. A Pollen Shield Hair. So hair raising. Yeah, we did get one of these earlier. I think it was a different art style though. Hey Ace, if you're still there, look, it's Nez. Like back in the wild or something. I think we put a similar version in our commander pile, so we'll go ahead and do that again. We'll check a look later. I'm happy about the doubling season. That's going to help my other deck so well. Ooh, don't drop again. Okay. I got what looks like the Rat King playing his little toot. Okay. Another token. Put that there. Okay. Looks like a bunch of repeats for this one, but Belligerent of the Ball again. Another ground. Actually, yeah, we had 2 ground seals now. Pretty neat. Fairy Dream Thief. Put that here. Tough Cookie. We got one of those earlier as well. Agreta, Sweet Tooth Scourge. I don't know if we got this one, but... Oh no, I think we did actually. Yeah, I was commenting on the colors of the gummy worms. I think we put that in the pile already, so I think we'll go ahead and just put this one in a normal pile. Got a gingerbread hunter. I think we got that one too, actually. Yeah, this is getting 2 repeats. It's fine. I gotta feed the cauldron. Let's see. Non-crescendo, harried spear guard, rat out, and island. Hey, it's a rat card. I wonder if they released enough support to properly say that you can run a rat deck from this set alone, you know? Okay, and finally, our rare card, the Iron Crag. Hey, it's legendary. Okay, Yoshimaru card maybe? Let's see, add a color list by tapping it. Whenever a, oh yeah, this is definitely looking like it. Whenever a legendary creature enters the battlefield under your control, you may have the Iron Crag become a legendary equipment artifact named Everflame, Hero's Legacy. Ooh, okay. If you do, it gains Equip 3, and equipped creature gets 3/3 and loses all other abilities. Okay. Maybe not as good as I thought it would be. I don't want to equip that to Yoshimaru because I want him to stay buffed. Yeah, and then if he loses all the other abilities, a little bit concerning because we won't be able to buff him anymore. But you know what? There's still other creatures in that deck that could work with that, so could be good. Guys, it's really stacking up. I keep iterating this, but like, I think this might be messier than my my cooking streams. Okay, it looks like a cool looking wolf here. Okay, so for this one, got an unassuming sage. I wonder who comes up with these names now that I think about it. Okay, more porridge. We like porridge. Porridge is yummy. Another discerning financer. Another Edgewall Inn. Some color fixing. We like that. A Troublemaker Oof. I think that was maybe the first one we got. I got a bunch of them during the pre-release though. Another Redcap Thief. Got a Stockpiling Celebrant. Let's see. That one not too important. Another Plains. Okay, and for our rares, we got Court of Embereth. Interesting. When it comes into the battlefield, become the monarch. At the beginning of your upkeep, create a 3/1 Red Knight creature token. Then, if you're in a monarch, deal X to each opponent, where X is the number of creatures you control. Okay, interesting. What does monarch do again? I remember it's a like card that you keep when something like this enters the field, but I don't actually remember how you take monarch or like what benefits it gives you. If you can let me know, that'd be great. All right. Next we have Hardened Scales. Cute. Let's see. If one or more 1/1 counters would be put on a creature you control, that many +1/1/1 counters are put on it instead. Okay, so an extra 1/1 counter for just sorry, trying to get this to zoom. For just 1 green. That's pretty good. Especially with the doubling season we just got, that could be pretty nice. And then finally, a Heartflame Duelist. Let's see, Heartflame Slash Adventure deals 3 damage to any target. Nice. And instant and sorcery spells you control have lifelink. Oh, okay. You can smack someone and just gain some health with some instants and sorceries. That's pretty neat. I feel like I could use this in a lot of different things. I think I'm going to put that in the commander set actually too. Okay, oh, Ethan with the knowledge here. Let's see. You get an emblem that allows you to draw a card at the end of the turn. If someone else deals combat damage to you, they become the monarch instead. Okay, nice. Oh, is that how it works? So you get some draw power. That's pretty nice. I haven't played that many decks with Monarch in it, so I don't exactly quickly recall. So thank you for explaining that to me. Hey, it's the legendary card we just got earlier. All right. Okay, for this one, another Plains, a Bespoke Battle Garb, another Troublemaker Oof. Big Oof. Rowan's Big Grim Search. I don't know what that is, but we're going to look at it later because it's common. I got to Brave the Wilds. Succumb to the Cold. Okay, cold card might be useful. Tap one or two target creature on opponent controls. Put a stun counter on each of them. Hell yeah. Okay, so we put that in our ice deck. Old Flitterfang. Wow, this guy's buff. Let's see. Legendary creature, Rat Fairy. Let's read this one. At the beginning of each end step, if a creature died this turn, create a food token. Oh, well, we like food, don't we? 2 in a black, sacrifice another creature or artifact. An old Flitterfang gets 2/2 until the end of the turn. Nice. Okay, so we're gonna put that in the pile too, cause food. Okay, we got a nice looking Knightly Valor. I won't read that because I think we got that one earlier as well. A Twisted Fealty. You gain control of a creature. Pretty neat. Sir Armand the Redeemer. That one seems new too. I don't think we've gotten him before. If I could just get it to focus. There we go. I'll read it. When Sir Armand the Redeemer enters the battlefield, create a monster roll token attached to another target creature you control. Interesting. And then enchanted creatures get +1/1. Solid. I don't think I'm gonna need, because he's pretty expensive. I'm gonna go ahead and put him on the weight pile for now. And a red 2 Vanguard. Another enchantment card, actually, funny enough. Don't need it right now though. All right, and let's look at our big rares. Okay. Oh, okay. Seraph the Realm Eater. This definitely looks like a different set though. I wonder what it does. Let's see. Whenever a permanent an opponent controls is put into the graveyard from the battlefield, put a 1/1 counter on the Realm Eater. At the beginning of your upkeep, if Seraph has one or more 1/1 counters on it, you can remove all of them and exile each other non-land permanent with converted mana cost less or equal to the number of counters this way. Oh, okay. So it's a removal with your 1/1 counters. So actually running him as the commander with like Hardened Scales, for example, that could be pretty good. I'm gonna put that on the side pile too because that's pretty neat. And then last one, Thunderous Debut. It's a gold rare bargain. That's the first one I think we've gotten. So let's see here. Look at the top 20 cards of your library. You may reveal up to 2 creature cards from among them. If this spell was bargained, put the revealed cards onto the battlefield. Otherwise, put the revealed cards into your hand and shuffle. Top 20 cards? Oh my god. For 8 costs though, that's pretty expensive, but if it's green, they definitely have a way. Yeah. That'd be pretty cool. Let's put this in the side pile too, because that seems pretty nice. From Kaldheim. Oh, that's where it's from? The wolf? Yeah, actually, now I think about it, I think that is the emblem. You're right. I think you're right. Okay. Another cozy looking card here with maybe some beasties in the back, but you know. I'm sure she'll be fine. If it would just, yeah, it's fine. You saw the gist of it. We got some really weird looking food. Hollow Scavenger. Let's see, and let's do this again real quick here. Okay. Witch's Vanity. This is the Saga. I'm gonna put it in the pile just because I'm sure it's probably useful somehow. Let's see, Cursed Courtier. The frog, dude. Poor guy got cursed. Let's see, Taken by Nightmares. Interesting spell. Again, I'm gonna have to look this up tonight. I want to really know what the lore behind it is right now. All right, an ice route sentry. Actually, I think this was actually good for the ice deck too. So I had it in the what's it called? The the pre-release. I'm forgetting words. This is a long stream. This is longer than I thought it'd go. But here we go. We're still going though. Okay, and an island. Okay, for our rares, we got... Oh, okay, an intruder alarm. I could find a few uses for this for sure. Creatures don't untap during their untap steps. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield, untap everything. So there is definitely chaos involved in this card. But maybe some good chaos. Actually, wait a minute. That'd be kind of fun to put in the ice deck. Let's put that in the ice pile for now. Yeah, intruder alarm, Ethan. It's not bad. We take those. Okay, next one up is compulsion. Actually, I think we got this one earlier. We did. Yeah, it's the one blue effect cards that we got, so we could just put that on the side. And then that's this, a red-capped gutter dweller. Oh, it's a goblin. Okay, great. We could put this in the goblin deck maybe. Menace. When red-capped gutter dweller enters the battlefield, to create 2 rats. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may sacrifice another creature. If you do, put a 1/1 counter on the red-capped gutter dweller and exile the top card of your library. And you can play that card this turn. Nice. Okay. That's more token creation for us, and that's always nice. Alright, guys. Almost there. We've been going a lot longer than I thought, but 7 more packs. Lucky 7. Maybe we'll get the Smothering Tithe that we want. That'd be nice. We'll see. Okay. Oh, it's the that rare card we saw. I can't remember his name right now, but he's there. Alright, so got another swamp. Slumbering Keep Guard again. A Knightly Valor again. Another Dragon Mantle. Oh, okay, this one looks kind of new. Stone Splitter Bolt. An X Fire. You know what? I'm going to read it because I think this one can be good for... It was Karn. Like Karn... Starn? Karn? I think that was his name. Not Karn the Planeswalker, but it's like a dude dressed up like Han Solo in the Warhammer set. Anyways, Bargain. We read that, so we'll just skip that for now. It does X damage to a target creature or planeswalker, and if it was Bargain, it deals twice the damage instead. This could be good for booping for 1 too, though, so put that there. Another Twisted Fealty. Another Witch's Vanity. We put that in the Bombadil pile already, so we'll keep that on the side. Some Water Wings. I'm surprised I'm not getting more copies of this because I got so many at the pre-release. And that's okay though. It's getting more different cards. A Moment of Valor. And a Toadstool Admirer. Alright, and now to the good stuff. Okay, interesting. That's a lot of text. The Apprentice's Folly. Alright, so choose target non-token creature you control that doesn't have the same name as the token you control. Create a token that's a copy of it, except it isn't legendary, and is a reflection in addition to its other types and haste. Oh, okay, so you can have extra copies of stuff. That could be pretty neat. And then it seems that it goes away once the reflection, once it hits turn 3. Let's see, target non-token creature you control that doesn't have the same name as a token you control. So we could have 2 Bombadils and another 2 of something else, and that'd be pretty funny. And it has haste. Okay, yeah. Bombadil, deck you go. Alright, and then last one for this one. Oh, classic. Okay. We got Galtra, Primal Hunger. Our favorite 10 and 2 forest cost dino. Let's see. It costs 10 less. Oh, sorry. Excuse me. It costs X less to cast, where X is the number of total power of creatures you control. Basic, fun, deadly. We love all 3 of those. Gal. Ethan going hype in the chat though. Galtra. He is quite the dino. We love him. Okay. And smothering type, please. Oh, ah. Oh no. Hold on. Sorry, guys. The trash pile is increasing again, so we gotta make sure it's not too unwieldy here so it slips off again. There we go. Ah, okay. Nope, it's fine. We're good. We got this. Okay. Everything's great. And everything's everywhere. But you know what? It's fine. Did I just open a pack and I put it somewhere and I just... I did. Okay. There it is. I found it. Sorry about that. Okay. Back to opening here. So we got a booster blitz thing again. Okay, we'll put these on the side. Okay, got Monstrous Rage. Big Bear. The Curse Courier again. Oh, that's a rare. I should put that there. Taken by Nightmares again. Oh, Ashiok. Ashiok's back? Oh, interesting. Ashiok's Reaper. We can put that in the rare pile. Succumb to the Cold again. We got that and put it into our Frost pile already, so we're fine. Another Ice Rod Sentry, same thing. Hey, it's just an Evolving Wilds. We take those once in a while. Everything is everywhere all at once. Yep, that's exactly what's happening. I'm sorry. But it's slightly cleaner now, and we are getting through this in a pretty good speed now. So, a lot of repeats. Some things I won't read just because it's a little bit faster. And look, a dino art. Or that's not a dino, that's a dragon. Okay, and for our rares this time, let's see. We got... Oh, it's the Goose Mother! The doubling season Goose has blessed us again. Let's go. Oh my god, this card gave me trouble as well. I was playing Simic for my, which is green and blue for my pre-release, and I was hoping I'd get this card to complete it, but someone, like a bunch of other people got it, and I got wrecked. So let me read it for you. It's pretty neat. It's X green and blue. It's flying. It when it enters the battlefield, it comes on with a bunch of X/1/1 counters on it, so that could immediately just makes it annoying to deal with already. When it enters the battlefield, create half X food tokens. Food's always nice. Unfortunately, this one won't fit in the food deck because it has blue, but that's okay. We could find other uses for this Hydra. Goose. Bird. And then finally, whenever the Goose Mother attacks, you may sacrifice food. If you do, draw a card. This card wrecked me in drafts. I wish I had it. It's so... The value you get out of it is so good. Yeah, let's go Goose! So... in honor of it wrecking me, everything's on the ground again, but I don't care. That's fine. I'll clean it up later. We are sleeving the Goose because Goose. Alright. And then one more from this pack. Oh, okay. Mana Flare. That looks nice. It's a nice looking Mana Flare. Whenever a player taps a land for mana, that player adds 1 mana of any type that land produced. Oh, it doubles everyone's. Wow. That's really generous for everybody. Okay. Maybe I'll put this in my like political shenanigans deck, but I don't know how I'd get rid of it. If it was benefiting someone too much. But it is a really nice looking card. Alright. What is this? This is going to be the last 5 packs. Still no Smothering Tithe. And only 1 anime card. I'm kind of sad about that. But you know what? If it isn't meant to be, it isn't meant to be. And that's how Ojo's almost works. So, you know, that's fine. Oh, looking nice. Don't know what that card is yet, but we haven't run into it yet. Food. Let's see, put this here. Okay, here we go. We got intangible virtue. Creature tokens get 1/1 and vigilance. I don't think we got something like this yet, so I'm gonna put that in the pile. I think we got Sheree earlier, didn't we? Let's see. Yeah, we did. Okay, so we have an extra copy of her now. That's pretty nice. We'll put her in the regular pile. Let's see. Solitary Sanctuary. I think this is good for the ice deck too. Let's see. When it enters the battlefield, tap tap a creature. I don't think we have that one yet, so we'll just put it in the pile again. Bitter Chill, same thing. I think we did, but I'll just put it in there just in case. Frantic Firebolt, Unruly Catapult, Living Lectern, Plunge into Winter. Oh, that taps a creature actually. Let's put that in there. Crystal Grotto. Okay. Wasn't expecting that, but that's pretty nice. Put that in the land pile. And these in their appropriate piles. And with our rares, let's see. We got... Oh, okay. Virtue of Strength. I think Ethan was saying the virtues are pretty good in general. Let's see. Sorcery Adventure. Garenbrig Growth. For one green, return target creature or land card from your graveyard to your hand. Neat. And for the main effect, if you tap a basic land for mana, it produces 3 times of that mana. Oh my god! Triple? That's a lot of mana. Oh my god, okay. I'm gonna sleeve this because it's foil and triple mana sounds really nice. Yeah, Ethan too. Yeah, right, Ethan? Triple? That's a lot of mana. Okay, now we just have to figure out how to get this on the board because it's 5 and 2 greens, so a little expensive, but definitely nice. And our next one, oh, Lord Skitter's. Hey, another rat card. Let's see. Lord Skitter's Blessings. When it enters the battlefield, create a Wicked World token attached to a target creature you control. And at the beginning of a draw step, if you control an enchanted creature, you lose 1 life and you get to just draw additional cards. That's pretty nice. Put that there. That's the virtue you want. I would say so too. Oh, baby, a triple? Yeah, triple mana. Always nice. I don't know where I'm going to put that, honestly, yet. I'm going to have to figure out somewhere to put that for. Oh, it's a nice looking tree. Okay. So for this one, we got Crush the Weak. The Attendants again. Wow, I think we've gotten like 3 Nightly Valors. Let's see. Old Flitterfang, the beefy rat's back. Woodland Acolyte. Oh, that's a white card. We'll put that back in here. Royal Treatment, another hexproof card. That's pretty nice. It's a rare card to put in there. Another Sir Airmont. Break the Spell. Oh, this is a really pretty looking card. And it's just a common. I'm going to put that on the side because I just like the art so much. Okay, Johann Stopgap. I don't think we got that one either. I'll just put that on the comments for now. I don't think it's anything we really need. Got a Quick Study. We got this one earlier too. And a Savior of the Sleeping. That sounds neat too. I don't think we got that one. In a Mountain. And for our rare card, we got a Spiteful Hexmage. Okay, so when it enters the battlefield, create a Cursed Roll token attached to a target creature you control. And, interesting. Oh, I see. So you're going to curse one of your own units, but in return for just for 1 black, you get a 3/2 unit. That's pretty strong. I guess it has to attach it to itself if it doesn't have any other targets. It's kind of interesting, though. The value, potential value. Oh no, you guys, 3 more. We're not going to get our Josam, are we? honestly kind of surprised. I thought there would be more anime cards in the set because they made such a big deal out of them, but I guess it's just that rare. Oh, look, another Knightly Virtue. Really like that card, huh? Okay, well, let's see. So let's put this. Okay, got an island. Misleading moats. Moat? Is that like a spirit or like an actual? Yeah, it's spelled differently than the usual moat that I know of, at least. Okay, conceited witch. Not so dead after all. Okay, funny name. Prophetic prism. Nice looking card as well. A picnic ruiner. That's a green red some gobby that we can't use sadly. Agatha's champion. Cool. Corvold and the Noble Thief. I think this is new. I don't remember seeing this yet, and Bombadil it goes. Okay, we got an Impact Tremors again. I think this is a different art than we got, then, wasn't it? We're gonna put it in the stockpile anyway, just so we could have a choice. But finally another common Vantress Transmuter. So let's take a look at our rares this time around. Okay, we got another Pollen Shield hair. This art is a bit different than the last one. Pretty darn cute still though. And again, it's Nezes. Look. Let's see. We'll put them. Yes, we'll just put it in the big pile again because we have an art choice now. Okay. Pitiless Horde. Not from this set. Let's see. At the beginning of your upkeep, you lose 2 life. And dash 2, you can play it for the dash cost. It gains haste and it returns to the hand at the end. So you could just summon them, put them back in your hand, and not deal with the 2 life cost. That's pretty nice. And then finally, okay, what's this? Very interesting looking card. Oops, sorry, shifted the camera a bit there. Here, fix you a bit. There we go. Asinine Antics. Alright, you may cast it as if you pay 2 more to cast it. That makes it a 4, 2 blue. Let's see, for each your opponent controls, create a cursed roll token attached to that creature. Wow, that's pretty neat. It's like a blue wipe. Because those creatures all become 1/1. It's easy just to boop them after that. Oh yeah, see, Ethan's got the right idea. It's a new blue wipe, so that's pretty neat. We take that. And I'm gonna sleeve it because it's a mythic card. I don't know what to sleeve or not what to sleeve, so we're gonna just sleeve what we think is pretty cool and possibly expensive. Okay, there we go. Oh no, you guys, 2 more packs. We're not gonna get the Smothering Tithe, are we? We got the doubling season, but you know, dreams are dreams. Very fitting for that set, for this set in that regard, I guess. Oh look, another signed art card. That's pretty cool. Okay. All right, we got a Interplanar Beacon. Oh, it's a Planeswalker support. That's pretty cool. Put that on the side. Another Ginger Brute. Stab Wound. That one also ruined me because it didn't kill my creature. It just happened to stick on, so I just kept losing 2 life each turn, which really added up. Let's see. Welcome to Sweet Tooth. I'm not gonna read the whole thing, but looks like it's a food support as well. So you know what? Into the pile. Okay, back for seconds. Let's see, I don't think we'll need that for now. Knight of the Sweet's Revenge. That sounds deadly. And I think... Oh, this is the one that gives the foods the green. So we'll put that there again. Why not, just in case. Some other cards, some Leaping Ambush, a Hollow, Scavenger, Commune with Nature, Warehouse Tabby. Is that the only Warehouse Tabby we got? It's so cute, though. And a Wicked Visitor. Let's see, put that there. And then for a rare card, we got Expel the Interlopers. So let's see here. Choose a number between 0 and 10. Oh, that's always... Anything that starts with that is always some sort of shenanigan. Let's see. Destroy all creatures with power greater than or equal to the chosen number. Yeah. See, we got another wipe. That's pretty good. Let's see. Greater than or equal to 0 through 10. That's... You got pretty good control of what you can destroy at that point, too. Let's see. I feel like we could use that with the food deck, actually. So we're going to put that there as well. All right, guys. We finally made it. Last pack. It's been a trip. We made it all the way here. And we had you guys to keep me company. So thank you so much for joining. Always fun to have someone watching while we do these kind of cool things. So, okay. This guy looks like he's pretty cool. But I don't think we ever drew him. Okay, we got a rat. There we go, focus again. And let me just finish cleaning this one up. Okay, so for this last pack, there's always a chance. Yeah, there is. I really hope so. Well, let's see. Got a Charm Clothier. Oh, it's a really pretty card, but the foil actually makes it really hard to see. I'm gonna keep it on the side because it looks pretty nice. Yeah, Utopia Sprawl. I think we got that one earlier as well. Food Coma. Oh my god. Relatable card. I don't think we got this yet either. I'm gonna read it because that's just funny. When a food coma enters the battlefield, exile target creature until the food coma leaves the battlefield. Create a food token. That's exactly what we need. So food coma, we take those. Storyteller Pixie. Let's see, Tenacious Tome Seeker. Okay, a High-Fae Negotiator. Let's see here. A Soul Guide Lantern. Let's see, Kellen's Lights Blades. I don't think we got that one either. That looks pretty nice. Let's see, a Rhyme for Reindeer. Wow, they really have a lot of different... They have an imagination in Wizards, for sure. Then again, the same people do Dungeons and Dragons, so I wouldn't be surprised. Ice Out. Bargain and spells one... Casts one less if it's bargain, then counter spell. You know what? It's ice themed. We'll put it there. And a Full Art Planes. We take those. And then finally, our one rare that I saw. Drum roll. It's blue. It's not anime. That's okay. Let's see. Farsight Ritual. Okay, bargain. Look at the top 4 cards of your library. If this spell was bargained, look at the top 8 cards of your library instead. Put 2 of them in your hand and put the rest in the bottom of your library in any random order. Not bad. Pretty interesting for searching, but unfortunately not the Smothering Tithe. Big sad, but you know what, that's okay. That's how it is sometimes. And you know what, we did pull the Mother Goose and a Doubling Season and a anime Defense of the Hearts. You know what, we got a anime card. That makes me happy. So you know what, we did it. All right. Well, you guys, it was definitely a adventure today. I have a pile of trash next to me that I need to clean up now. But yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed the opening. That was definitely the first thing for me. I think I might stick to that rare rule again next time, just so that we can go through the packs a bit faster. But yeah, it was definitely fun opening with you guys. So if you like this content, just let me know next in the comments. Or send me a message. I can always do it again for the next set. I could see about playing some Magic online too on the game website as well, or not the game website, but the officially released game. Same thing with Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh. Actually, I would love to play those. Granted, I don't really play any of the newer sets, but I know some of my old cards have some new support, so maybe I can build up something from there. But yeah. Thank you very much for joining us, you guys. I think I'm going to go ahead and clean this all up and get ready for tomorrow as well. It did run a bit longer than expected, but I think we all had fun here. So yeah, let me know in the comments again if you want me to try anything else, play any games that you'd like me to to play. And with that, yeah, this is Nanashi signing out. I do hope you have a wonderful rest of the night, and stay magical, friends. Hey. All right. Good night, everybody.